Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Toon Review. It is, of course, semi-final first leg night as Newcastle United travel to the Emirates to take on Arsenal and hopefully put one foot into the final of the Carabao Cup and make a return to Wembley as we did so 2 years ago. Of course, I am joined by Meow Mucker Billy Bob for the commentary. Good evening, Billy.
Good evening, and good evening to all the Magpie Massive out there in viewer land.
Now, those of you who are asking what we're watching it on, we will be watching ITV stream. So basically, if you want to be level with us throughout the game, then we'll be watching it through ITV. But as we said, everybody, whatever you're watching it on, obviously knock the commentary off and just listen to us. We're commentating on the game, so we can all watch it together. But of course, as usual, guys, no spoilers in the chat, please. Or the mods will, they'll remove you. But we don't want that to happen. Now, of course, you need to be a subscriber to take part in the live chat as well. So if you're not a subscriber already, why not? And get yourself subscribed. We are rapidly closing in on 35,000 subscribers. So let's see how close we can get during tonight's stream. We've already had a gifted membership by Jeffrey Brunt. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. So he has started off the gifting very, very early. Right, let's get into the crux of it, Billy. We'll take a look at the two sides, of course. And we'll start with Newcastle United, as we always do. This is how we line up. No particular order. It's Dubravka, Botman, Joelinton, Tonali, Gordon, Isak, Hall, Livramento, Murphy, Willock, and Byrne. Substitutes bench is Vlachodimos, Trippier, Barnes, Target, Asula, Almiron, Kelly, Longstaff, and Miley. He's gone with Willock, Billy.
Yes, one change. Willock's playing slightly out of position, but it's an attacking change, in my opinion. He could easily go with Longstaff and try to shore things up. But Joe Willock will give him something to think about defensively, and of course against his old club. So
he's keeping the shape as well, isn't he? That's the main thing for me.
Kind of. I mean, he prefers to be on the left-hand side, but who knows? Joe Linton may start on the right of the three. We shall see.
Yep, absolutely. Arsenal line up like this. They go with Rhea, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis Skelly, Rice, Partey, Odegaard, Martinelli, Trossard, Havertz. It's a full-strength Arsenal team, Billy.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. They're 2 games from Wembley. I guess they're thinking silverware. It's the easiest way to silverware. Arteta needs silverware. He's not winning anything yet at Arsenal, so it's a very, very strong side. And I didn't expect 1 or 2 changes, but yeah, it's none at all. It's amazing. That's the full-strength lineup. Just showing the cup some respect, I guess.
Well, I mean, teams have tended to treat the Carabao Cup with a bit more serious now. Certainly, maybe after the first couple of rounds, you play a lower league teams and you put out some squad players. But then, as you get closer to that final, what seems to happen now is that even the big sides, the elite sides, are putting the big teams out. I expected quite a few changes from Arsenal, to be fair, Billy. I didn't expect so many inclusions as they have tonight. But hey, if you're going to win a cup, Billy, you've got to beat the best.
Absolutely. You've got to beat them at some point. So why not now? And they have to get through this. There's no easy games coming. You get the semi-final. There's never any easy games.
And, of course, the way we're playing at the minute, we're a different animal these days, aren't we? Brian H. has gifted a Toon Review membership. Thank you so much, Brian. Ollie, who's been a member now of the channel for 20 months. Isak is destined to score against these tonight. Geordie Graham with a super chat. Seems like the plan is to start quick and sure up. And our own Mucker Jock Bar has also gifted a Toon Review membership. Thank you very much, Jock. Keith Dice says, I feel like if we can keep this within 2 goals, we stand a chance on the return leg. Win, draw, or loss by 1 would obviously give us even better odds.
I'm laughing because Geordie Graham put the Geordie in just so people don't think it's the George Graham.
The George Graham,
The Arsenal George Graham.
The Arsenal, yeah, absolutely. Ruffiad Benissian, whoops, not that one, that one. They're hoping to win Arsenal. As second leg, they have Girona away, then City in the week before that game. Yeah, they've got some tough games coming up, Arsenal. Onamuna says, I think Arteta is feeling a strong squad to start thinking we go at them. And when we tire a bit, he subs them off. It's a good plan. Well, Eddie could be thinking the same thing. I mean, obviously you missed the preview last night, Billy. So how do you think how we'll go at this game. Is it a case of just play our normal game, like you said in the press conference, or is it, because we can't really play any other way? If we sit back and park the bus, we've watched Newcastle plenty to know that we can't really do that. But because we're a different animal this time, where Tonali sits, we can then still go forward.
Yeah, I expect. I mean, the past 3 or 4 games away from home, what we've done is started rapidly, gone at them in the first half, and then sat back a little bit second half. I'm trying to think it's more of an AC Milan type game away in the Champions League last season.
Yeah,
PSG away, if you like. PSG, we got the early goal and tried to sit back on it. I think that's what we're going to do today. I don't see us going all out, but I do think we'll press when the time's right. The press point I imagine will be Timber and kind of press him. We shall see. It's going to be a hard night for us, I think.
Yeah, well, Ilmatic, there can't be extra time tonight, matey. It's the first leg. So one thing we're guaranteed today is just 90 minutes, or depending on, whether you're a referee like Andy Madley and decide to play 100 and odd minutes, we'll see. George says, injuries and viruses, my arse. That's a mean Arsenal. I have to be on top form tonight. Much you betting Isak plays well and these clowns call it an audition. They've already done that. There's already been newspaper reports all over the place saying Isak is up for his Arsenal audition. Get lost. Because I tell you what, if it's an audition and he bangs in a hat-trick, then it's I don't think Arsenal see it that way. It does my head in. Anyway, Billy, I did want to ask you, Louise Taylor's report, of course, yesterday, suggesting that Newcastle United may ground share with Sunderland. It seems to have taken some traction today from not so much reporters, but YouTube channels getting in on it. And I'm disappointed with some of them to even speculate this might happen, because for me, it's a complete load of bollocks. It really is. It's a complete load of bollocks. The security issues that they would have with that. I said last night, the amount of Newcastle fans every other week traveling to Sunderland, it's just a nightmare for everybody involved. It's
a complete non-starter. Louise Taylor likes to throw the fishing rod out and the line to see if she can get a few bites. As a Macum, she's trying to get bites from Newcastle United fans, and unfortunately, some Newcastle United fans have bit big time. That's again. You see at press conferences, the question she asked. She likes to get under the skin of Newcastle United fans as a Sunderland supporting journalist. Take a notice. It's never going to happen in Sundays.
Flying Halucha is a Man United fan, and he says, I'm a United fan, but it's about time the Magpies won some silverware all the way, finish these bottle jobs. Well, hopefully we will. I think we'll have a lot of support tonight from other teams, Billy. I know Newcastle United in the Premier League aren't really like, but Arsenal, North London is just covered in salt right now. The amount of salty tears we've seen from both sides of North London in recent times. But I think a lot of people might want Newcastle to push through and win something for once.
Well, I would hope so. I mean, we are representing the non-cartel, aren't we? So
yeah,
the red cartel and the white cartel, we're the non-representatives of that. Let's hope we have got a few people, but it doesn't matter. It's about us, really. It's what we do. It's what we do on the pitch, what we do off the pitch with the fans. And if we play to our best tonight, hopefully we can get a result.
James saying there didn't want Odegaard to start because he's a big problem for us. Well, look, we need to take care of him. I'm sure Eddie's done his homework on all the Arsenal players, and whatever Arsenal team that they decided to put out, Eddie will have a plan for. Odegaard, there is rumours that he's not fully fit, but he's a wonderful, wonderful player, Odegaard, Billy, and we do need to keep an eye on him.
They've got a very, very good side. I mean, they've got Declan Rice, Partey, just defending it all. They're very, very dangerous in set pieces, as we all know. So we've got to be really, really at our best tonight to actually get anything out of the game at all, and even keep ourselves in it, if you like.
Yeah. Clem's going 3-1 to us. James says, I won't be happy to see us parking the bus. I see that as Bruce Ball. Well, look, if we were going to park the bus, Billy, I think it'd have been Longstaff that have been in the team. I think the fact that the Wilkes in the team indicates that we are not going there to park the bus.
No, when we saw what we did park the bus at the Emirates last season, we got absolutely torn a new one.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that, this is a sign that we're not going to park the bus and we're actually going to try and compete and win the game.
Sean says, said on last night's show, Arsenal see Man United as the easier game and rest players then. That's a possibility as well. Looking forward to a Tonali masterclass tonight. If we park the bus, we lose and lose big. Yeah, I think that's why Willock's in, because when Willock's on the pitch, look, I'll say this now, guys, all right? I think, there will be times where Arsenal have a lot of possession, but we do that anyway against a lot of teams and then catch them on the break. But I genuinely think because Willock is in there, that means we're not parking the bus. We're playing the normal game that we've played over the last several weeks and done very well at. So let's just see how the game goes. There's going to be spells where Arsenal will pressure us. It's the Emirates. They do that to everybody. So, it's how we respond to that, Billy.
Tonali has a really tough job tonight because they don't really play with Havertz back in the side, no centre forward as such. He drops deep, and then he's got the addition of Odegaard and Royce coming forward as well. So the midfield can't just allow Sandro to sit back and be on his own. He needs support from Joe Linton. He definitely will need support from Joe Willock. Yeah, we've got to be on our mettle from the start, because with no striker, we could be under pressure in the middle of the kind of the 6 area. Really do. So,
well, Eddie Howe's getting interviewed, Billy. Do you want to have a quick listen to that and see what he says?
Yeah.
Okay. While Billy's doing that, Kendo says, hi, folks. Looking forward to a good performance and an excellent result. A salty win for the lads. Do you know what? It just seems like there might be a case of something happening in the game where there's even more saltiness, and that'll be hilarious, really, as long as it goes our way. Yvonne says we've just got to go all out for it if we want to progress. We can't sit back and invite them on. That's when we panic and make mistakes. Going to be a fantastic game, tough game. It will. Hopefully we go for it. Geordie Graham with another super chat. No links to the North London Softies NUFC. Paul says we're a very different beast now, though. I think we may counter-attack. I think that could be probably our main game, and that's what we're good at. And let's not forget that, everybody, that we've been doing this to teams for quite some time now. Making sure that we do counter-attack well, we play well, we perform well, and that's, I think, what he's going to do. We've got a super chat in from Insanity. Thank you, mate. Excited but a bit worried, lads. Please fill me with confidence. Well, what's the manager had to say, Bill?
Not a lot, really. Talking about Joe Willock, what he brings to the side. He said he brings us a different kind of dynamic than what Bruno does with his legs, and he wants to get into the box. Praising Joe, really. And that was about it, really. We're on form. We're looking forward to it. We beat them at home earlier in the year, but it'll be different Newcastle tonight because of the belief in the squad, that kind of thing.
Well, Lego Head is currently getting interviewed. Don't give a damn what he's got to say. Graham Ritchie with a super chat. We must really focus on the set players. They are so bloody good at it. I think Keith Downey is right. Eddie played Botman in the last game with this game in mind. Great to see him back. I don't think there'll be... I expect Botman to get going straight away. He got his rustiness out in the first 10 minutes of the last game. Christopher says Newcastle will only get 100k for winning this. It's not about the money, Christopher. It's about the silverware. It's nothing to do with money for Newcastle United.
And plus it's also rooted to you, which brings you a lot more than 100k in.
Yeah. 2-2 for me. I'm worried that we don't have Bruno. Did you see Bruno's Instagram post earlier on today, Billy? Well, he basically pictured an empty stall with his name above it and a sad emoji face. So there was no shirt hanging up in Bruno's stall, and it was a sad face. Bless him. But we will miss him tonight, won't we?
How can you not? I think there's not a side in world football that wouldn't miss someone with the qualities of Bruno in it. I agree with Sato, actually. We played an extra game, so why are we getting suspended now?
Yeah,
the Arsenal didn't play the third round or second round. We had to, and the people being suspended. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah. The lads are going to win 2-1 or the saltiness, Paul. Yeah. I'd love Isak to bang in a hat-trick, and the Arsenal fans would just be tearing one up. Absolutely tearing one up. Claire G says, Carragher annoyed at Real Madrid wanting Trent, but they'll happily continue saying Isak at Arsenal. This is a very good point, because there was a massive discussion on Sunday after the game regarding Trent, and talking about him leaving Liverpool to go to Real Madrid and how it's not right. you know, it's getting in the player's head, all this speculation and stuff. Yet the whole of Britain, the whole of the south of Britain, shall I say, reporters and pundits alike, link Isak with a move to Arsenal. I mean, isn't that the same thing?
It's worse, actually, isn't it? Because at least Real Madrid have put an official bid in for him. You know, they've not like snuck beyond closed doors and whispers here and little nudge, winks here and there.
Yeah,
it's worse, I think. So I don't think Carragher's actually spoke about Isak to Arsenal, but a lot of journalists have. So
yeah. Captain Black says, I don't fear Arsenal, but I do respect them. We need our A game tonight. Listening from my bed and iPods in Thailand. Well, again, the Toon review is around the world tonight, Billy. Formal Dan says, Arteta fielding a strong 11 because he's sick of crying about us. He's losing sleep because of Newcastle. Might not be that might not be too wrong. Skelly is quality. Noaneri is also class, but injured. Alan Dock says it's a 50-50 game. Well, we're just looking at Sandro.
Well, I'll sell for that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Away to Arsenal, when people are saying it's 50-50 game, I don't think it is. I think 70-30 in Arsenal's favour, but as long as we're still in the game after this 90 minutes.
That's the important thing, isn't it? That's
100%.
You know, if we lose 1-0, 2-1 or anything like that, we're still in the tie. And I think that's what people need to take from this game. After the final whistle, we need to still be in this tie. And that means, you know, doing everything we possibly can to give us a chance at St James's. But one thing we have got now is we've got quality players to match Arsenal's quality players. I'm just looking at Anthony Gordon there with a horrendous black eye and nose. Looks like he's got a couple of stitches in there, probably. I still can't believe that incident. And I cannot believe. Could you believe the Spurs fans, Billy, with what they were saying after the game? Because it's mental, isn't it? How they thought that the referee was biased towards Newcastle.
Basically just covering up their shortcomings, I think.
Yeah.
I think they'd blame anyone but who they should have been blaming, which was the players and the manager.
Modulator says, greetings to everyone from India. For everyone that cannot recognize me, it's Ratchet here from India. Well, hello, Ratchet. Hope you're well, buddy. Julie J says, I don't think Arsenal as a club want Isak. It's their rabid, abusive, or obsessive fan base. Charlie, good evening. Paul, we have a Newcastle sign on our front door, and the delivery guy said, I really hope you guys beat Arsenal tonight. It made me chuckle. Well, Charlie, I hope you and the family enjoy our broadcast tonight and listen to the commentary on here, watch the game, and hopefully we get a win. I hope everybody's okay down there. Geordie Graham says, hopefully the Arsenal fans will be doing their community service and adding plenty salt onto the roads for the sub-zero temperatures. Ouch. We should be starting Longstaff over Willock. Well, look, Eddie's obviously done his homework, and I'm not going to question Eddie right now, Billy.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Let's
just say it's an attacking change. Yeah. We could have gone with Longstaff, but I just think he thinks we won't have the time in the middle of the park to dither and delay around. One thing Willock won't do is dither and delay. He'll be on his front foot and he'll be using his pace to get him behind their back four. So,
yeah. Now, of course, Billy, there is a new VAR system being trialed tonight, where the stadium gets to hear the decision. Yeah. Which, what do you make of that? I mean, we won't, because obviously we're not allowed the sound on, but you know what I mean.
It's something. It's transparency, isn't it? Something which should be in all football, really, in all league games, Premier League games. So I'm all for it. You can't have officials kind of being biased now, can you? Really, they've got to say it all out in the open and transparent.
Yep, indeed. Calamity Jane is a new member of the channel. Thank you, Jane. Welcome to Members Club. Thank you very much for your support. Just to let you know, guys, if you... hang on a minute. I'm just getting the chat right here so I know where I'm at. Narex just sent in a super chat as well. Let's feckin' go, lads. Watching in Los Angeles.
Ooh.
I mean, I tell you what, we're all over the place, Billy, tonight.
Nice and warm there a bit.
Indeed. We've got over 2,100 watching already on both platforms. So thank you very much, guys. Remember, if you do enjoy tonight's show and enjoy the commentary, please do give it the thumbs up. That is still really, really important for the channel. to keep those coming in. And of course, if you're new, like I said at the start, we are rapidly heading towards 35,000 subscribers. Please do subscribe if you're new and you like what you see. It is free to do so, and make sure you also hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload or one of our live shows. And of course, you can support the channel in the usual two ways. First of all is by membership, like Jane's just done there. Hit the join button just underneath me and Billy, and that will obviously make you a member, and it does help the channel a lot. And we do give something back by prizes, etc., for our members, prize draws and things like that. And of course, super chats are available, which is the $sign at the bottom of the live chat. That will guarantee your comment to be read out on the show. And of course, a massive thank you to Mamaroo Records for sponsoring the channel. They're, of course, based in Whitley Bay for all your vinyl records, your CDs, your music merchandise, sporting merchandise, and of course, gift cards, etc. And if you can't get into the shop, you can visit them using the link at the top of the description. Go and check the website out and mention to Steve that you are a TTR customer. So thank you very much for Mamaroo Records again for their sponsorship. Good evening, Stato.
No, Stato.
Good evening. How are we doing?
Not too bad. What do you make of the team?
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I thought you might be.
I'm surprised that there's no... I didn't think I would get both of them wrong with no Trippier and no Longstaff. I thought there was definitely a chance that it wouldn't be Sean. But I'm surprised he's not gone with Trippier.
Yeah.
I thought we could have done with another leader or a technical player. The fact that we've now without Bruno and Trippier, as good athletically as Tino and Joe Willock are, they're just good athletically. I think we could do with some more technical quality. I don't know what the plan is. Maybe just pure raw power and athleticism. Hit them on the counter. Be solid.
It looks like we're going to play the same way as we've been playing, Alex. That's the only thing. He's not really wanting to disrupt anything, is he?
Well, it will be interesting. It'll be interesting to see who takes up that kind of right side space in the midfield and going backwards and forwards, because it's not something that Willock's excelled at in previous games. There was sort of an 18-month period where it was very occasionally either Willock, Joe Linton, and I think once Elliot Anderson went there as well. And I think there was only a couple of performances from all three of them that were decent in that right-sided 8. They all struggled whenever we put them over on the right-hand side. I think Joe Linton had probably the better of the bunch of matches. So, but it might not play like that. Maybe he's not going to do Willock there. Maybe we're going to play a slightly different shape. It wouldn't surprise me to see us looking like a 4-5-1 in a lot of situations. Maybe there'll be a weird thing where Joe Linton joins the back line. I'm expecting some kind of tactical shenanigans today because we've got to be really solid.
Calamity Jane with a super chat. Thank you, Jane. And Michael McIntyre as well. Hello from the Felling. Toon. Let's have a look. Arsenal meltdown incoming, says Mark Lascelles. I hope you're right, buddy. I really do. Ricky says they do it in the rugby. It gives clarity of the decisions instead of being left scratching our head. Yeah, the new VAR system in place tonight, Alex, where the ground actually find out what the decision is.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, I don't really care about that. As long as, no disrespect to the away fans in attendance, I'm sure it's useful for you. But I would just care about them getting the correct decision. Because if we lose, but it's based on correct calls, fine, whatever. We'll have to stomach it. We'll have to be mature, unlike certain managers and fan bases. But it just means we've got an even playing field. We've got the opportunity. If we do the things right, we get rewarded for it. So, we've had a few games recently where we've not sort of the penalty shouts and things against Spurs. It's been really odd. So hopefully, I'm hoping whatever happens tonight, it's not a game of controversy and it's just about football.
Agent Text Stream says only if the ref uses the screen. So obviously that's the only time, because he will let the crowd know. Just seen the Newcastle fans there, Billy. 6,000 of them in attendance 3 days after already being in North London, waving the black and white scarves like mad. It is unbelievable support again for the Geordies.
Well, if it was down to support, then you might as well just put the cup straight in the boot of the coach and send it up to Newcastle, because they're there in the numbers as always. They've got the scarves, they're waving them around. They're going to make it a terrific atmosphere tonight, and hopefully the players can give them something to cheer about also.
Indeed. Michael Tem, thank you very much for a super chat. Much appreciated. The game is on ITV tonight for people who don't have Sky. Yep, that's what me and Billy are watching it through. Alex, the teams are coming out, so we'll see you. For halftime, matey.
Yeah, fingers crossed we're in the lead. See you soon, everyone.
Yeah,
See you soon, guys. Right, so now I'm going to do my bit of magic. Jeffrey Brunt has sent in a super sticker as well. Thank you very much. Remember, guys, no spoilers in the chat. Wait until me and Billy have talked about the incident or commentated on it, and then we can all discuss it in the chat. Right, let's find out where my mouse is. There it is. And then we'll put me there. And I'll just slide me along like that. And then we bring Billy in. There you go. The magic of technology, ladies and gentlemen, is a fantastic thing, isn't it? So,
where are we subs-wise, Paul?
Subs-wise, there's a good question. At Kickoff, we have 34,685. So 34,685. That is what we stand on subscriber-wise at the moment. So please do subscribe, guys. Let's see what we can finish on tonight. How close we can get to that magic 35,000. We've had over 1,100 subs in the last 28 days, which is incredible. So welcome to all our new subscribers. Please do hit that subscribe button if you are new and you do like what you see tonight. It looks like kind of a wet and misty night in North London, Billy. It's as Eddie Howe and Arteta once again shake hands. I wonder if they do that at the end. Calamity Jane, thank you for another super sticker. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for all your kindness tonight, guys.
If all those on X that are watching through our the X channel, pop yourself over to YouTube, give us a subscribe on there. And if you want to go back to X, do so. But give us a subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah, if you watch, guys, on, like Billy says, if you're watching on X, but you've got a YouTube account, nip over to YouTube and hit the subscribe button as well. Of course, you do need to be a subscriber to take part in the chat, ladies and gents. Anyway, Arsenal lineup is on the screen, but now it's Newcastle's. Just to run through Newcastle's side again. Dubravka, Livramento, Botman, Byrne, Hall. Middle three of Joelinton, Tonali, and Willock. And the front three, the usual, of Murphy, Gordon, and Isak. So what are you going for, Billy?
2-1 defeat.
2-1 defeat. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I went a 2-1 win. So there. But there you go. But as I say, guys, if you kick off before us, just pause your TVs if you want to be alongside us. And then when I say, right, we're underway, you guys hit play and we will all be in sync for the full match. But if you're ahead of us, please, no spoilers or the mods will remove you. We don't want that, guys. Let's have a really good watch along tonight and hopefully celebrate Newcastle getting 1 foot into the match at Wembley in March. Isak having a bit of a joke around there with the referee, Billy. Let's see how long that stays.
Mr. Brooks, yeah, John Brooks.
It is. We've
had him recently, haven't we? And I can't think when it was, but it wasn't that long ago. The Arsenal bench is interesting. It's much clearly much stronger than ours.
It is, yeah. And Newcastle are going to get the game away to start. Just waiting for the referee to give his go-ahead, and we will be underway. Come on, boys. Come on.
We can't win it tonight, but we can certainly be out of it tonight. So we've just got to keep ourselves in the game.
Absolutely. And we're still waiting for John Brooks to blow his whistle and get things underway. He's obviously waiting for both TV companies to say, yes, let's go. Yeah. I don't know what's holding us up. Probably Sky. But we are underway. Here we go, guys. It's Arsenal Newcastle Carabao Cup semi-final first leg from the Emirates. You're watching Matchday Live or listening to Matchday Live on the Toon Review. Lewis Hall has an early touch of the ball, sends it down the left, looking for Joelinton. Joelinton and Saliba going at it straight away. Deflects off Joelinton out for a throw-in, and Arsenal seem to think that it was 20 yards further up the pitch, Billy.
Well, the refs letting them do it as well. I mean, should have been, like you said, way back there.
Yeah, absolutely. Timber's going to take the throw-in. Odegaard, back to Timber, left-footed down the field now. Botman gets his first head on the ball. Martinelli now. That's gone, looked like it came off Martinelli and did. In fact, it's Trossard. So Trossard's playing on the right by the looks of things, Bill.
Yeah, which I guess they might float. They might do a bit of floating around. They might change it depending on how well it's going. But
yeah,
and when it was a big miss for them because he's been giving them balance down his right hand side and he's been scoring goals. So
he has.
With Saka being out,
Livramento, they're just looking a bit dicey there. Dubravka sends it high. Rice keeps it in play. Havertz battling, but comes to Willock. Tonali. Livramento is brought down. Free kick to Newcastle. I think that's where I understand where Alex said about Trippier playing tonight, Billy, in that role there at right back, because there's a lot of fast touch passing going on. And I mean, look, Livramento did play well at Tottenham. He did
well there, to be fair to him. I mean, Dubravka's first clearance wasn't the greatest.
Botman with a lovely ball downfield, but Rhea comes to the edge of the box to claim that for Arsenal. It's the first touch for the Gunners goalkeeper. 2 minutes coming up in the game. Nothing much has happened at all. Still goalless. And now a good interception by Livramento. Now Isak. Isak has options forward. Here's Murphy into the box. Murphy tries a shot. Didn't really hit it with any kind of conviction. Botman with a good sliding tackle, but Mr. Ricochet is back again for Arsenal. Declan Rice now brings it away, slides it out to Timber here on the right-hand side. Gordon covers him well. And Timber has to slow down and then goes back to Saliba. And now all the way back from Partey, and it's now Gabriel.
This was the place where, of course, Botman did his knee ligaments last game of last season for him.
Havertz now brings it forward. Anthony Gordon nips in there to get the ball, and Newcastle win it back. Livramento now to Murphy just before the halfway line. Murphy sees the run of Isak, and Isak's away down the right-hand side. He goes against Saliba. Isak, not much ahead of him, turns, lays it back to Joe Linton, but he's ballooned it over the bar. Big opportunity that. Anthony Gordon was screaming for the ball as well. But again, that brilliant run of Isak, he just held the line well. Murphy saw it perfectly, ball over the top. And Isak did well, brought the ball down, laid it back to Joe. It just sort of bounced in front of him, didn't it?
Yeah, he's also leaning back. I think he had pound signs in his eyes thinking he's going to slot that in the corner.
Yeah.
He's leaning back and then ballooned into the crowd, unfortunately. But great move. Great play from Murphy. Good play from Isak too.
He did apologise there to Anthony Gordon, but, I think getting the ball in that situation, Billy, was perfectly entitled to have a shot. As, again, we don't give Arsenal any time on the ball. And Byrne will roll it back now to Dubravka. And he has options either side of him, I think, Dubravka, but obviously he's not gonna rush anything here. Still no idea whether this is Dubravka's last game, Billy.
No. We shall see.
Yeah, I mean, Eddie was very, didn't really want to talk about it yesterday, did he, in his press conference?
We'll have to see at the end of the game, see how he reacts.
Yeah.
Because Eddie's certainly not going to tell us, and he hasn't done so far anyway. Don't need to attack Arsenal.
They are with Martinelli on the left-hand side. Martinelli whips a right-footed cross in. There's Byrne with a header away. And now Gordon. That's not a great header. Straight to Odegaard. Gordon really didn't get anything on that. Now down the right-hand side, Timber clips it across. Right to the back post. Livramento takes no chances. Corner to Arsenal.
Yeah, I wish he'd headed it the other way, though, for throwing or something, because set pieces are massive, massive parts of Arsenal's Arsenal.
Yeah, they are. I mean, look, I think it was just safety first there from Tino. He knew he was going to win the header and just clear the ball. But this is where we have to be on our guard, of course. Arsenal's so dangerous with these set pieces. I mean, look how they line up, Billy. It's really different to how we see anybody take corners.
Saliba, Timber, Gabriel, they're all going to be threats here.
Yep.
And it's going to be on the near post. Dubravka's going to have to be alive also. I expect a big fist from Dubravka to get the ball away.
Referee having a word with Saliba and Tonali on the far post there. Tonali won't take any crap, though. I mean, there's a serious height difference between the two, but what Tonali does have is a lot of strength. Anyway, here comes the corner. Just glided in towards the 6-yard box, takes a deflection, goal kick.
That'll do us.
Yeah, we handled that really well there. I think Timber got the last touch on the ball, Billy, but we dealt with that really well.
Yeah, very well defended between the people that are back there, whoever it may have been. I mean, they were in a solid line of 4 7 there, the line. And obviously Murphy jumped has put Timber off. But yeah, we'll settle for that all day, every day.
Yep, absolutely, 100%. Still goalless, just over 6 minutes gone at the Emirates. Live here on the Toon Review Matchday Live. And Dubravka sends one long again, looking for Isak, but it doesn't reach him. Partey jumps and gets in the way. Tonali, lovely ball down for Isak. Isak out to the left to Lewis Hall. Great football after Newcastle. Hall's ball in is clipped away by Saliba. And then Timber gets a touch on it. And Lewis Hall will let that roll out, or try and let it roll out. But he takes on, he gets rid of Trossard brilliantly, Lewis Hall. But the cross is just cleared away by Saliba at the near post. Tonali now flicks it on again. Anthony Gordon, good knockdown to Joe Linton. This is good stuff from Newcastle here. Back to Tonali now. Plenty time and space for Tonali. And now Joe Linton again. Joe Linton, Gordon comes short. And back to Sandro. Tonali now plays it across for Sven Botman on the other side of the field. Botman, right-footed ball down to Murphy. Murphy inside now for Livramento, who gets on his bike. That's good stuff from Newcastle. Murphy is making an overlap, but Tino gets in across. It's really deep towards Gordon, and he couldn't get much on the header, and it just loops into the goalkeeper's arms.
Good play there from Newcastle United.
Absolutely, Billy. Absolutely. Excellent work down the right-hand side. But Anthony Gordon, I mean, he's not great with his head, is he? Let's be fair.
No.
But again, Newcastle doing some good pressing here. Rea, who can be prone to an odd mistake, sends it wide for Martinelli. He flicks it on. There's absolutely nobody there for Arsenal. And Botman will trek all the way back for the ball. Botman now has Dan Burn square to him. Doesn't use him. Uses Livramento now. Botman. Plenty space for him. And now Dan Burn turns and rolls it to Lewis Hall. Hall just dummies it and then gets it down the line for Gordon, who was beaten to it by Timber. And now Trossard. Gordon comes back. Trossard goes flying. Free kick to Arsenal. That's a bit careless from Anthony Gordon, Billy.
Especially in front of the linesman like that. You know, it's definitely a free kick.
Clear push. But we can't be giving Arsenal too many chances there.
No.
You know, with the reputation they have with the set pieces, it's a little bit treacherous because they're very difficult to mark because of where they stand before the free kick's actually taken.
Well,
or the set piece.
Playing for you. Who do you mark the most? I mean, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, all big fellas. Declan Rice could be a threat as well in there.
Yep. I mean, there's 5 at the back post there, all in a line, just queuing up, and then they run across, don't they? I mean, they're risking offside massively, but we deal with it. But it comes to the edge of the box. Shot is blocked by Tonali, and a shot again. It's loose, and surely, and Dubravka's made a brilliant save. But I think it was Lewis Hall who held off Havertz.
Brilliant from Lewis Hall.
Yeah. I mean, that's got to be offside there, Billy.
But without Lewis Hall there, it's 1-0 to them. No doubt about that.
I think Saliba hits it on his left foot, and Hall does enough to put off Havertz, but Dubravka did really well to get down quickly and get the ball.
Did really well too. Yes, absolutely. But this is the threat they pose from set pieces.
I'm not sure why our stats are showing that Newcastle United have got every player with a red card. I mean, that took many a deflection before it actually got through, but good work all around, really, by both Hall and Martin Dubravka there.
Absolutely. First 10 minutes are up. We're unscathed. Good start to the game from Newcastle United.
Yeah. See, every player has a red card at the moment, even for Arsenal. I don't know why that's happening, guys. That is just our server having a little bit of a play up, but I'm sure the lads will put that right. Gordon just can't keep that long ball in there from Botman, but it was excellent attempt by Sven Botman there to play that long ball. Just ignore the red cards, guys. I don't know why that's happened. Oh, we've won the ball back in the box here. Murphy now lays it back to Tino Livramento. Tonali tries to clip it back to Livramento, but overhits it. And it's behind for a goal kick. But again, a mistake by Rea, Billy.
Yeah, we could have capitalised
on that. He's
thrown
lots of them.
Yes.
That's an awful kick out.
We should have capitalised on that then, really. Murphy did well. I had to go backwards in the end, though. But yeah, Tonali trying to do that little Bruno ball. Slightly overhits it, as Bruno usually does, to be fair.
Yeah. It's a difficult pass, isn't it? With such a short space that they've got to make that pass. Anyway, they don't hang around with it this time.
Why
It
did he
goes
stick
long.
himself doing it? I mean,
yeah, it's weird that Botman does well. Tonali flicks it on, but it goes out to play. And Arsenal have a throw on the far side. I mean, Arsenal, they're in no rush to take these set pieces and throw-ins, by the way. Is it Lewis Skelly, the left back? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gabriel's on the ball now. A little sort of toe punt forward. Now, Botman's got to go with Martinelli for pace here. He's back there, but Martinelli into the box. Still Martinelli. Across it comes. Good defending. Dan Burn. Corner to Arsenal. And a great bit of pace there from Martinelli, Billy.
Yeah, of course, it's Botman's wrong side, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course, he's been out of the game for such a long time. The last thing that'll come back will be his pace. But well covered from Dan Burn sweeping up fires there. Unfortunately, it's gone from the corner.
I mean, to be fair for Botman, Billy, he didn't sort of outpace him. He got back.
No, he didn't. He didn't. But Martinelli's more than just pace, isn't he? He's very technical.
He is,
lots of good stuff about his game.
Absolutely. So another corner to Arsenal. And again, they take up various positions within the 18-yard box. So difficult to pick up. In comes the corner, right to the back post, and it's headed over the bar by Timber. And that's a second opportunity he's had with a header, and possibly should have done better there, Billy.
Well, he should have scored. He had an open goal in front of him. He's managed to head it over the bar, thank God.
I mean, Lewis Hall loses the battle there, and that was a little worrying. Hall knew he was there, but out-muscled there. He should have scored. That should be 1-0 Arsenal.
He had the running in, didn't he? He's coming in from a running position.
Made me a little bit on the high side. Timber just...
They can't mark everybody.
A little bit.
It's simple as that. There's that many big men in there. They can't literally mark everybody, but
yeah,
it's so dangerous from set pieces, and this is what we've got to be careful of.
I think that was just a little bit high for Timber there. He was just on the stretch. Hall, right-footed ball again.
Oh, you've got to be quicker than that, Alex.
Isak's got to be quicker and stronger there, in my opinion. Now he's on the ball again, though. Isak sees a brilliant run from Gordon. Now Gordon going against Timber, and Gordon's got the pace on him. Gordon now into the box. Gordon onto his right foot. Plays it across to Jacob Murphy. Murphy has Tonali, but he's played it behind him. But Livramento is there. Livramento now. And again, he's just hesitated.
Did that, yeah.
He could have given the ball to Tonali there, and we've had to go all the way back. Why did he not just give the ball to Tonali?
Because he did this, isn't he? He's in attacking centre. We've said it 1,000 times.
Really did it there, absolutely.
Lost all the momentum of the attack. We still have it, though.
We do. But Liveramento's lost it. And here come Arsenal now. Joe Linton trying to get in on Odegaard. And now it's Trossard. Trossard for Arsenal on this right-hand side. Gordon has come back to try and knock him off the ball. But Trossard's done well and finds Gabriel. Sorry, it's Lewis Skelly. And he plays it out wide now for Martinelli. Martinelli again, this time running against Livramento. Back inside for Lewis Skelly. He's got Gabriel to his left. Gabriel now for Arsenal. Plays it through. Great interception. Great play by Jacob Murphy. And Livramento picks up the pieces. And now back to Murphy again. Great defensive work from Jacob then. He brings the ball out. He's looking for a runner. And he gets that runner from Alexander Isak. Isak now going against Saliba. Isak going against two players. He's into the box. Isak, he's done brilliantly. Pulls it back behind Gordon. It comes to Hall. And it's cleared away by Arsenal. And it comes to Tonali on the edge of the box. And he's fired it over the bar.
Yeah, chances.
Wow.
Real chances. I mean, brilliant from Isak to get past
superb from Isak.
But how unfortunate is this pass in between two players, both of which would have tapped into an empty net. The ball's just gone in between the two. It's not his fault. In the end, it fell to Tonali.
That's incredible how it manages to go between.
There? Great effort from Hall, who's blocked from Gabriel. Tonali again leading back and fires into the crowd, just like happened earlier in the game.
But great football from Newcastle there. Good work from Hall again. Willock, that's a great takedown. Willock now go over the halfway line to Isak. Isak now to Gordon. Gordon just waits for players to take the positions. Nice bit of turn by Anthony Gordon, twisting and turning on this near side. Tonali, just a little left-footed pass into Lewis Hall. Tonali again. Eric, thank you for your super chat. Either play the overlap or clip it in, Tino. Yeah. He didn't do either of that. That was a few minutes ago now. Long ball again. What a good ball that is, out to Murphy on the right-hand side. Murphy rifles it across.
Unlucky.
There's nobody really there to pick that up. And now we've got defending to do because Martinelli brings it away for Arsenal. Botman is there. Tonali's made his way back as well. We do have men back. And now Trossard on this near side. Hall in front of him. Trossard towards the back post. And that's going to drift away for a goal kick to Newcastle. We're certainly in this, Billy. It's not exactly all Arsenal, is it?
100% it's not, no. I mean, we're looking as threatening as what they are. In fact, from open play, I'd say more so. Arsenal just really set pieces has been the threat so far, whereas we've made some lovely counter-attacking moves.
Can you just appreciate that ball from Tonali to Murphy, Billy?
It's an outstanding pass. Murphy took it down well, and it was a good ball in. Unfortunately, he didn't have much choice to where to aim for, but
tried to play it in quickly.
Very encouraging signs from Newcastle United.
Certainly is. Hall, and that's going to go out for another goal kick to Newcastle. I don't know what. I mean, Lewis Hall's complaining about something to the referee there. I'm not sure what. Whether he felt he was. I didn't see any foul there. He just tried to play the ball up the line there, Lewis Hall, and it. Now there's a stoppage in play here. Joe Linton. I think he's.
Maybe he had a bang in the head from someone. Maybe that's what Hall was complaining about.
Yeah, he says he's okay, so he doesn't need any treatment. Or maybe his sinuses were just blocked there, Billy. By the way, just let rip there. Oh, we've got an idiot in the chat. Let's just get rid of him, shall we? Honestly, what's the point? What's the point of subscribing and then just coming in to put letters, just spamming the chat? What is the point? Unbelievable.
Maybe I had a keyboard issue.
Well, when you've got 9 different ones, Billy, I don't think it's a keyboard issue, mate. He's gone. Anyway, Timber with a throw-in for Arsenal, just in front of his manager. Trossard back to Timber, but he's marked by Gordon, and Saliba now gets it back to Rhea. But again, we press on him very quickly, but this time Rhea's found a good pass to Declan Rice. Rice turns just in front of his own box and brings it away for Arsenal. Out to Gabriel. Gabriel tucks it back inside for Declan Rice. And now Thomas Partey in the centre circle for Arsenal. And now Timber. And again, there's not really much in front of Timber to aim for here.
No.
A little bit frustrating that for Arsenal. And at the moment, they're just passing across the back line at the minute, just waiting to try and pick out a runner, but there doesn't seem to be a runner in front of them at the minute.
No, the selective pressing from Newcastle United press the ball when they feel they can make them go backwards, and it's working so far. They're defending from the front, no doubt about that, Newcastle.
Lockie Boxes, I'm from Australia. Only just found your channel, but you guys are the best. Thank you very much. Please do subscribe. Tino, great reading of the game there, but he was caught very, very late.
Oh, on his knee as well.
And the referees give a throw to Arsenal. I mean, Martinelli's gone down, claiming, well, he would, wouldn't he, claiming his innocence. How is that not a free kick to Newcastle?
I think Tina's okay, thank God, but this is a free kick for Newcastle. It has to be. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of 50-50, Billy. Tino won the ball. I don't think there's anything from Martinelli. I mean, credit to Tino as well. He kept the sticks down.
He's kicked him. He has kicked him.
Yeah. Of course, Martinelli is soft as shite, isn't he? So,
well, I think he's just trying to not get booked. I think he thought he might have got a booking for that.
Yeah, possibly. Eddie Howe's there with his notepad, but I think Eddie must be really pleased with the 20 minutes we've had so far, mate.
I think we all have to be. Yeah, I think we all have to be. We're in the game. We're competing. We haven't just sat back. We're not just gone out to defend and put up a brick wall. We are, we are causing them problems. And on another day, we could have had a goal.
Yeah, we certainly could. Rice now for Arsenal to Timber. He's got space to run into here. Brings Arsenal into the Newcastle half. Out to the right to Trossard. Trossard inside, good ball. Odegaard flicks it back, but Willock is there to pick the pieces up. But he's overrun the ball. And now Trossard Willock gets back though, and a good block, and it goes for an Arsenal corner. Bit of a heavy touch that from Joe Willock, Billy, and we needed a bit more, maybe just a bit more concentration there. He was a little bit careless.
Yeah, he won the ball in a position where there was lots of Arsenal players, and the slightest bit of bad control lost us the ball. But yet again, it's another set piece for Arsenal.
It is indeed. And Odegaard comes over to take. We have to be very careful with these. John Flanagan says, I've just subscribed to your channel. Keep up with your amazing work. Do you think we could win this game? Well, as it stands, yes. But quite frankly, I think we'd all take a draw. Just still be in the tie by the time the match finishes. Anyway, here's Arsenal's corner. It's Odegaard to take, left-footed. Dubravka comes and puts a very good punch on that. I thought he could have caught it, but the punch was good anyway, Billy.
Yep.
Good turn by Lewis Skelly to get away from Gordon. Great run from the kid, but his ball is just overhit as he tries to play Timber in there. But that was a great bit of skill from the youngster.
Outstanding bit of play, wasn't it? Yeah.
I think to be fair with Dubravka there, Billy, he was put off by Joe Linton being right next to him.
Yeah, maybe.
It was still a good punch. I mean, he cleared it 20, 25 yards out. Here's Botman now for Newcastle to Livramento. And again, we're just not playing it out very well here. Livramento's got 3 Arsenal players to deal with and has put us in all sorts of trouble there. That's terrible from Livramento, but we get away with it for now. Gabriel, just again, hesitant on the ball, Billy. Yeah. That's his biggest problem.
It's usually in an attacking sense, but to do it there, I mean...
Yeah, next to his penalty area. Timber now for Arsenal on the near side. Goes to cross, but dummies it and lays it back now to Odegaard. Odegaard for Arsenal. And now Partey sends it across. Gabriel to Declan Rice. Lewis Skelly. I notice Lewis Skelly's coming in field when Arsenal are on the attack, Billy.
Well, a lot of modern-day fullbacks do, don't they? They call it the false back role.
Yeah.
Carl Walker started all that for Man City, of course.
Yeah. Here he's on the ball, finding Partey now. Partey drives it towards Trossard, but well dealt with by Lewis Hall. Now Gordon. Good ball to Isak. Isak with a bit of space. Brilliant through ball for Jacob Murphy down the right-hand side. Now Murphy, he's got men in the box now. Isak's took a tumble. Was he fouled there? I'm not sure. We've won a corner. Isak is furious, Billy. I don't know whether VAR will look at this, but Isak is absolutely furious. Brilliant
Fantastic
move,
pass from Isak. The pass is, I think it's Gordon. Isak. It's the ball in from Isak. Perfectly timed. Great win from Murphy. Now just keep an eye on Isak. He's hauled back. Yeah, it's outside the box, though. Outside the box, so they can't look at it. But it should be a yellow card.
Yeah, it's Trossard who drags him back. And had that been any closer to the penalty box, that would have been a penalty. But because it's outside the box, Billy, VAR can't look at it. What is Martinelli doing?
Not sure.
What is he doing?
He's got to be 10 yards back, surely.
The linesman is telling him that ball is... What's he doing? You cheating bastard. Oh, the corner's a crap one anyway to the near post and it's headed away. Not the best from Lewis Hall. But we still have a throw in an attacking position. Gordon is over there. And I think he'll leave this for Tino Livramento. But what the hell was... Oh,
I don't know what he was doing. I mean, he can stand anywhere he likes, 10 yards away, but he wasn't 10 yards away, was he?
Yeah, absolutely. Livramento with a throw now to Tonali. Back to Livramento. To Botman now. Botman on the halfway line. To Byrne. Byrne is going to take no chances. And rolls it back to Martin Dubravka. And he will go long.
Kicking's been dreadful tonight by Dubravka, by the way. For the plays we gave him the other night, it's been absolutely awful tonight.
Well, I mean, we're very early in, Bill. He's only had a couple, to be fair.
Well, he's not hit a Newcastle player once yet.
Well, Murphy didn't really make any effort to go after that, did he? He sort of just left it for Lewis Skelly. He didn't put him under any pressure. Anyway, Rhea now back to Saliba as Arsenal play out from the back. I really do think Rhea's to be got at playing out from the back. As they tried to do it again, Tonali, and the referee's going to blow. I mean,
well played from that. Lewis Skelly, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Very confident from the kid as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant play.
Yeah, Tonali biting at his heels, and then, of course, Murphy comes in, but good strength as well from the kid.
Absolutely.
I don't think there's a foul there, Billy. I just think he loses his footing.
Yeah.
but good battling from the kid.
Yeah, only a young lad. He's teenager and confidence and strength. Yeah, looks a good player, doesn't he?
Certainly does. Gabriel with the free kick for Arsenal. Coming up 26 gone in the game. It's still 0-0 from the Emirates. You're watching Matchday Live on the Toon Review. Please do subscribe if you're new and you like what you're seeing. And, of course, don't forget to like the show if you're enjoying the commentary. Here's Joe Linton. Joe Linton pressed by Odegaard and eventually comes off Joe Linton's foot. Come on, Joe. He's pressed by Rice, actually. I don't believe Joe actually appealed for that.
As if they don't realise there's thousands of cameras there, don't they?
Yeah. By the way, guys, please do ignore the red cards by all the players. We haven't had the full 22 sent off. Oh, Joe Linton uses his strength, rolls him aside, and of course the referee gives a free kick to Arsenal. Of course he does. And he just out-muscled him there, Billy, and he blows for a free kick. And Arteta's in heated discussion with his coaches there. He's clearly not happy with what he's seeing.
Well, I don't think he will be. They've not created anything from open play. It's been all set pieces, and a lot of people throw that at Arsenal as a kind of thing anyway. But
yeah. Partey on the ball. Skips past Isak quite well there. That's nice football from Arsenal. Odegaard. Again, looking for Trossard, but Gordon and Hall are there. Again, ricochet doesn't go in our favour there for Havertz. And now Gabriel, he will thump one miles wide of the post. And a goal kick to Newcastle.
Joe Linton seems to be doing a man-to-man job on Odegaard.
Yeah.
He's he's whenever Odegaard is, Joe Linton is very far away from him.
Yeah. I mean, that's an awful effort from Gabriel. I mean, that's
the kind of defensive shape we're showing. They can't break through us. And Gabriel got a bit kind of cheesed off with everything now and just had a blast. It was frustration more than anything.
Yeah. I'm just going to send a message to the guys, Billy, about the red cards, because I think that needs...
Well, a long clearance from Dubravka, looking for Isak in the air, goes over the top of him and Saliba. Gabriel with an agricultural hoof down the pitch, but Newcastle win the ball, then lose it again, and it's now with Saliba. Saliba's going to go wide here, I think, for Trossard. Trossard being pressed by Gordon. Trossard holds the ball up, has to go backwards. Going to go all the way back to the keeper, who's going to get a bit of pressure from Isak. He's probably going to go square. There he goes long, hits it long down the pitch. That's going to go jumping the air from Livramento, wins it. Good header too. Isak's first, Willock's first touch is great, and Arsenal win the ball. And
this is a real chance. Martinelli is clean through on goal and hits the post.
Whoa, Christ!
I think he'll be extremely disappointed he didn't score there, Billy. He's clean through on goal.
Yeah.
Newcastle
and it all came from Willock losing the ball. All came from Willock losing the ball in a high area.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, there's no Tonali to help out here. Martinelli's got the legs on burn all day, every day, and should have scored and didn't.
Well, it's Botman, actually. It's Botman.
Yeah, Botman's come across. Yeah, he's got the pace on him.
He should have scored there. He should have scored. I mean, there's no excuse for missing that, to be honest. He could have gone either side of Dubravka, and it's a poor finish. But we got away with one there. We just switched off, and we need to, we can't afford to switch off like that, Billy.
Well, that was the bad old days of last season, wasn't it, where we were getting caught high up the pitch. Willock lost the ball in a very advanced part of the pitch, and then we were open after that.
Willock's been pretty shit in this game, if I'd openly say it, Billy. He's done nothing. He's done nothing so far in this half an hour. As Martinelli comes forward again for Arsenal. There's it back now to Lewis Skelly. Skelly with a left-footed ball in. It bounces around the box. It comes to Trossard. And now to Odegaard. And he's fired over the bar. I think Willock did enough to put him off there, but it's deflected. It's a corner, and we're just under a little bit of pressure here, Billy.
Yeah, just starting, and a lot of it's down to our own design as well, which is the unfortunate thing. Once again, Ricochet's getting full for Arsenal, where Trossard shot rebound straight back to him.
Yeah,
got to tighten up, got to get up, and a good challenge from Willock actually.
Yeah, we can't let Arsenal gain confidence. I've just been advised to pause the carousel for now. So we'll leave it on the match stats when I pause it. So I don't know what's going on with the carousel, Billy, but I'll just wait till it... but we've got another corner to defend here.
Yeah, sooner or later, these corners are going to count. I'm really worried about them.
Oh, Dubravka's completely missed his punch, and it's scrambled around, and a brilliant block in the end, I think, from Sven Botman. Oh, that was going in the back of the net. I'm not sure what was going on there, but we are really under the cosh now.
Yeah.
And Arsenal have a throw, but Dubravka was nowhere near that ball, Billy.
No, absolutely not. And as I say, these set pieces are their main way of scoring goals.
Yeah.
We've got to be really careful, not even to give set pieces away.
Yeah, indeed. And Arsenal still come forward now. It's with Timber. We just need to see this little bit out because we did say this might happen, Billy. There might be spells in the game where Arsenal dominant.
It's just a shame that this kind of momentum's come from a mistake we made at their end of the pitch.
Yeah.
I can't emphasise that enough.
Well, we just need to see this little storm out that Arsenal are creating here. Keep switched on, not give them anything. This Lewis Skelly kid looks a player, by the way.
Absolutely does, doesn't he?
Yeah. Now Rice with a long ball. Dubravka's underneath this one and collects it very, very well. And hopefully we'll settle us down a little bit here.
Yeah, I wish he'd take a little bit longer with just slow things down. Putting ourselves under pressure, yeah.
Yeah, they are. Arsenal, they didn't do this the first 10 minutes, Arsenal, but they are pressing high now as Hall has to turn back. He's got to be careful here, Lewis Hall.
I don't know where to go.
Yeah, he's done well to win a throw-in, and he does. He flaps his arms out to say, where was the support there? Byrne gives him the ball. Lewis Hall turns around. There's nobody there to give the ball to. Not great, that. Not great at all. Hall with a throw-in for Newcastle. Again, not many options shown for him. He's going to have to go down the line and eventually finds Joe Linton. Back to Hall. He clears the ball up towards Isak now. Isak doesn't really make any attempt to jump for the ball, but Newcastle can break here. Willock sends it out left to Isak, who's a bit behind him, but he's collected the ball now. Isak, still Isak, plays it to Gordon, who's a mile offside, so couldn't get after the ball. Isak goes after Saliba, but the ball runs out of play. And again, Willock, Billy, we were on the break there, and he plays the ball 2 yards behind Isak, which means he's got to stop. As we've just seen that incident again with Dubravka missing the punch. What a block from Sven Botman that is.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding.
I'm not sure what the hell Dubravka was doing there, but he was nowhere near the punch.
Putting his body on the line there, Sven. Brilliant.
Certainly was. Certainly was. But we've got to... I mean, Willock's done... I'm sorry to pick Willock out, but he hasn't done anything in this game apart from a couple of mistakes, which... I mean, that one there, Billy, Isak was away down the left if he played it a couple of yards in front of him, but played it 2 yards behind.
I think he wanted the ball through the middle. That's what he was looking for. There wasn't one there. Great ball from Tonali.
Nice ball by Tonali, yep. Lewis Hall now into the Arsenal half. Looking for that run again. Cuts back. Anthony Gordon showing in support. Clips it back to Tonali. Ronan Tyrrell says Gordon needs to stop to step up his support for Hall. Hands on hips too often. Interesting. It's with Murphy. Lovely dummy there. Lovely nutmeg. And gets it to Livramento. Botman now. Newcastle just need to just...
This is what we want. A bit of control.
Take the sting out of it. Yeah, absolutely.
Quieting the crowd down a bit. They'll have got into the game now. We can't hear it, of course, but no doubt a bit of action at their end will have the crowd going. So just taking the sting out of it. This is what we want.
Absolutely. Livramento rolls it back to Botman now on the halfway line. Across to Dan Byrne. Hall again shows. Oh, good ball by Byrne to Isak. He just couldn't keep it under control. You see what he was trying to do there, Billy? Trying to just knock it around Saliba there, just with a deft little touch. It ended up being a little bit too heavy for him. And it's now back with Ria in the Arsenal penalty area. And again, he's taking his time waiting for players to drop back into position. Launches it towards Martinelli. Livramento, sorry, it's Declan Rice, but he's been done for handball. Says he took it on his shoulder. He's absolutely infuriated with that decision, but we'll take it. Thank you very much. And now Tonali brings it through. Tonali with a clip ball looking for Isak. Oh, Saliba just got his head on that. Lovely ball again from Tonali, Bill.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding vision, wasn't it, to get on such a difficult ball as well. It was only an inch off.
Yeah, absolutely superb. Just under 10 minutes to go to half-time. It's still goalless at the Emirates in the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final. And we've certainly been in this game. It's not been one-way traffic.
No, very competitive. Nice shape, the way he's got it set up.
But I think just the way Willock is at the minute, I'm just not sure.
Well, he's doing a good defensive job. I mean, you got to give him credit there. A couple of nice little blocks. It's at the other end of the pitch where we thought it'd be a benefit to us.
Yep. That's great defending by Lewis Hall and great strength as well. Oh, brilliant from Lewis Hall. And then he's brought down. Fantastic piece of skill from Lewis Hall.
Outstanding from England's left back there.
Really confident bit of play from Hall. And Odegaard, by the way, slamming the floor. Surely that's a booking for dissent.
He took the piss out, and that's why.
Yeah, that was brilliant from Lewis Hall. Absolutely superb. And again, takes the sting out. He was last man back as well there, Lewis Hall.
Yep.
Holds off Trossard and then does that to Odegaard, and then Trossard brings him down. And Dubravka will take this free kick for Newcastle midway through our own half. So this will be pumped towards the Arsenal penalty area. Joe Linton's going up. Burns going up. We've got a flick on. Chance for Isak. He's buried it. And Newcastle United have taken the lead at the Emirates. It's a brilliant finish from Isak. Hopefully he's onside. It certainly looks like he is. And Newcastle United are in front in the 37th minute, Billy. It's unbelievable.
Yes, fantastic goal.
Grab
Fantastic
your
goal.
granny because she's going skinny dipping in the Thames. It's 1-0. There's no way he's offside, Billy. It's a fabulous finish. Ball into the box. It's flicked on, I think, by Byrne. Touched by Murphy and finished brilliantly by Alexander Isak. Arsenal appealing for offside. Not a chance, Nelly. 1-0.
No offside there because Isak's behind Odegaard. And it's a great finish. They're all appealing for offside in the old Arsenal way. The old arms up. But what a finish from Isak that is. Great assist from Murphy too. That's going to be a massive goal for us. And
that's a huge goal. And a huge goal. And for once, Billy, the set piece works.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And it all came from Lewis Hall's little bit of skill, didn't it, in the first place?
It certainly did. And Isak continues his incredible goal scoring run. He's played really well tonight so far. And that is a fantastic finish. And he's away again for Newcastle here. There's a lot of Arsenal players back when he steps inside. Isak across to Gordon now. Gordon on his right. He's just lost out to Declan Rice there.
First touch let him down now, Gordon.
Indeed. And now Havertz. Oh, of course, he's brought down in the foul. Yeah, no problem, referee. But what a boost that is for Newcastle, Billy.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. You know, slightly against them in the play, I would say, but we've always been in the game. We've always looked threatening. And with Alexander Isak in the form he's in, one chance is all it needs.
Well, it was Botman actually that got the flick on, touched by Murphy, and the finish from Isak is as clinical as you want. In off the bar. Please, guys, remember, no spoilers until me and Billy have commentated, or you will be removed. Please, no spoilers. Just for everybody that's just listening to the commentary, don't spoil it for them, please. As Livramento now gets it away from Martinelli and back to Dubravka. Dubravka takes his time, left-footed towards Gordon. Timber gets there first, and now Trossard. Great interception by Lewis Hall. Throw into Arsenal. And again, they're taking another 5 yards from where the ball went out. Back to Thomas Partey now. Now we just shut the door till half-time, Billy. I think that's massively important.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, let's just keep the momentum we have. Make them break us down.
Botman does really well. Dubravka's out to smother it as well. Good defending and good goalkeeping. George T, thank you for a super chat. Bloody great, he says. Well, I mean, you know what? It's a fantastic performance so far. Let's just keep this going. We give ourselves a real springboard here. Willock heads it out to the left-hand side. Isak gallops after it. Can't quite keep it in play, but he's up for this big style, Billy.
Yeah, 100% he is. 100% he is.
And the way he celebrated that goal, by the way, Billy, certainly doesn't look like he's heading to Arsenal, by the way.
No,
he celebrated that.
Very happy with the goal, wasn't he?
Indeed. Timber now with a throw for Arsenal. How will they respond? Nearly got that, Isak, didn't he? Long ball again. Lewis Hall, brilliant header. He's been fantastic in this first half.
Oh, Joe.
Joe Linton loses the ball, though, picked up by Trossard. Trossard again sees a wall of black and white in front of him, but a good ball to Odegaard. Now to Havertz. Havertz sends it out left to Martinelli. Livramento is there. Murphy is certainly covering for the overlapped run as well. And there's nowhere for Martinelli to go but to Partey. Now out to Skelly. Inside to Rice. This is better from Arsenal now. Skelly inside for Declan Rice. Partey now. And Isak gets in the tackle, but it comes straight to Gabriel. Newcastle, though, keeping disciplined with the line here. Declan Rice. Martinelli looks for the run of Odegaard. Livramento is there, and Livramento clears the ball. Not a great clearance. Straight to Gabriel.
Better than a long throw, though.
Well, that's true. That's true. But Isak could have done a bit more there, Bill. He just stood and watched. But I'm not saying anything negative against Isak after that finish. Thank you very much.
Isak's job's done. This is very much like PSG last year.
Boy, his Partey on the edge of the box. Big chance this. He's gone over. And
Get out of it.
Give a free kick.
He took 5 steps before he fell over your plank.
Wow. And he's
Absolute
going to Joe
nonsense.
Linton as well for his sins.
Absolute nonsense.
So Joe Linton goes on to a yellow card. And Thomas Partey, I mean, I think if he'd gone down straight away, he would have got the free kick. That's real. That's shocking, that. My God. That's weak refereeing. Weak refereeing. The only bonus is here, Billy, it's literally in the D.
Yeah, very close.
So,
Enough to be a little scooper, isn't it? Somewhere.
Yeah.
Blast through the wall, but.
Oh, hey! Arsenal have moved the ball back 5 bloody yards.
Allowed to.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right, okay. Well, there you go. I didn't know that. Thank you, Bill.
Well, that's where the foul was originally committed, wasn't it?
Well, I don't think it was as central as that, to be fair, mate. I think
it was, yeah.
Well,
I mean, he fell on the edge of the area. I don't know if he's trying to get in the area to try and get the penalty, but
yeah,
this is dangerous.
It is dangerous. Couple of minutes to half time. Newcastle leading 1-0 at the Emirates through Alexander Isak. But a free kick in a very dangerous position here for Arsenal. Odegaard certainly looks like the man who's going to hit this. Trossard, who looks like he hasn't had a sleep in 20 years. Some bags under his eyes, Billy.
Yeah. Peter Woods, the old newsreader.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, it's an Arsenal free kick. It's a very dangerous position. Newcastle have 4 or 5 in the wall, 6 in the wall, actually. And I think it's Jacob Murphy doing the draft excluder behind the wall as well.
I'm not sure which side. I'm not, which side you're going. I mean, you can't tell, can you? The two of them there. Dubravka's going to be right in his metal here.
Yeah, Dubravka's very central. It is going to be Odegaard. In it comes. It's blocked by the wall. They did their job, and now they need to push out. 1 minute to go to half time, or 1 minute of normal time left, and see what the referee adds on. Rhea now, long ball towards the Newcastle penalty area. Gordon is back there defending. It's not a very good clearance. It's gone straight to Timber. Timber now to Odegaard. Odegaard shifted onto his left, sends the ball deep, looking for Rice at the back post. That looked like a foul. It's a save by Dubravka, and Joe Linton will clear. Oh, brilliant from Isak. Took that down extremely well. Oh, and almost found Willock clean through. Isak can't believe that got intercepted, and then he makes a foul, free kick to Arsenal. But what a save, Dubravka, Billy.
Yes, outstanding. We're under the cosh a bit here. We've got to expect it. We're 1-up in a half. You know, the first half of the game away from home. Yeah. I expect a bit of threat.
He stood up really well there, Dubravka, and it wasn't. It was a very, very good save. But again, Newcastle pushing high, forcing Arsenal back. 45 are up. How long does the referee add on at the end of the first half? We still await to see. 2 minutes, says the referee. 2 minutes added on. Come on, Willock, you've got to be stronger than that. Partey now for Arsenal as they make a push to try and get an equaliser here before half-time. Future's bright, future's lily white. Come on, you Spurs, says, do you fancy swapping Ange for Eddie Howe? No. Here's Trossard. Gordon and Hall both covering. Good defending again by Dan Burn. And Trossard falls to the floor.
Get out of it!
And he's complaining. He's not going to
get
a free
leg
kick
for?
there.
Fucking Kermit the Frog.
Newcastle United play it nicely out of the defence. And Hall, Isak, Tonali's made a good run, but we'll take the throw in. Thank you very much. Jeffrey Bunt, thank you very much for a super sticker. And can you believe Trossard is still down? I mean, what
an absolute fog-faced knobhead.
What a pansy. What
Get
a
up, you
pansy.
Fucking... Ugh.
This big Dan Burn makes his way over to call him a pussy.
Well, they're ex-Brighton teammates, are they? Well, I don't know if they were or not, but...
I mean, it's shoulder to shoulder.
Shoulder. Oh, he did
Where's the foul there?
No foul there.
Yeah, Billy, come on, he brushed it. There's no...
Yeah, exactly. And he's holding...
Plus the fact he's gone off the field. Here's that save from Dubravka. It was headed down. Brilliant goalkeeper. Just stood. He just stood, created a wall. I think it's Martinelli who hit the shot. No, it's Gabriel. And look how big Dubravka stays. That's a brilliant save.
Goalkeeping, outstanding.
Absolutely brilliant save from Martin Dubravka. And now we're still waiting to see what the referees do with here. I mean, Trossard, obviously a terrible leg break there, Billy. Jesus wept, man.
Dan looking bloody Christopher Reeve.
Unbelievable. Flicked on now, Gordon chasing Timber. It's all the way back to Rhea. As the 2 minutes now are up. And Trossard is struggling to walk, Billy. He's, I mean, I'm not sure whether he twisted his ankle there rather than a foul. But he's a little bit uncomfortable.
I'll be Frog's legs on the menu tonight, then.
Indeed. And still we play on. We've had the 2 minutes, but referee says, lucky get. And now Partey breaking through the middle. I'm not sure where all this extra time's coming from, Billy.
From the Trossard injury, basically.
Yeah, but he didn't have any treatment.
But the game had stopped, didn't it? It's going to blow up any second.
Well, he'll let Arsenal have a chance. And that's headed down. And there is the halftime whistle. And it's a fantastic first 45 for Newcastle United because the Swede has made it 1-0 and we lead at halftime. Peter Garthwaite says, keep Dubes and get rid of Pope. But at halftime, Billy, it's Arsenal 0, Newcastle 1.
That's the dream first half for us, wasn't it? I mean, we were a threat at all times of the game. We attacked, looking really good in attack. Could have had another one, actually. Arsenal had one chance to hit the post. Apart from that, set pieces.
Yeah.
But we're in dreamland for after a quarter of the tie. Let's keep it up, lads. Let's remain solid and let's go and win this first leg.
Absolutely. The Spurs fan says, good luck. Hope you smash the bastards. Hate that team with a passion. Dean Stevenson says, fantastic performance. Channel Right says, I'd certainly sell Willock. What's the score, Paul, says Tony Bootneck. It's 1-0 to the Toon. I repeat, it's 1-0 to the Toon. I mean, look, Billy, that let's be fair. That first half couldn't have gone any better, could it?
It's dreamland. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. You couldn't have wrote any better.
Yep. Stato joins us. Alex, incredible. I mean, that is a very, very good first half performance. We knew Arsenal, they will pressure us at times, but, it's 1-0 at the end of the day, and it's first blood to us.
Yeah, it's really, really poor from Arsenal. We've definitely struggled in build-up, a little bit of nerves. No Bruno is a big loss for us. There's a lot of deficiencies. I say deficiencies. They're deficiencies when you're playing a game of this scale. Definitely. And we're still 1-0 up. Really, really good from the lads. They've tried to, Tino again with a shocking opening 10 minutes, 2 games in a row. Then he's grown into the game, as of a lot of the lads. But Alexander Isak has been dangerous from minute one.
He's been outstanding tonight, hasn't he?
He's switched on it's almost like a speaker. He's clicked the flare button just for tonight. He's gone a bit flary. There's more dribbles, more tricks. Lewis Hall showed his quality as well, keeping the ball against 3 players. It's been, again, mature from everybody involved. And I think we've been a little bit hard done by on some decisions.
Joe Linton's yellow card was a shocker.
It was a foul. It was an initial foul, but then I think the additional simulation and dive from Thomas Partey afterwards, I think, needs to be addressed in some fashion. But I appreciate it's still a foul originally from Joe Linton, but is the booking a bit harsh? Is it a yellow card?
I don't think there's enough in there for a yellow card. I really don't.
I mean, if he can kick the ball, he could accidentally kick the ball away in the second leg, and if we get to the final, he can't blame it. Ridiculous.
Yeah, it is silly. It is silly. But we've done enough. We're in front.
Yeah, absolutely. My Smeagol, who's been a member with us for 9 months, thank you, mate. I am beaming away against Arsenal, and it would be Isak scoring with all the links. This feels great. Toon. Keith Truscott says Willock is the weakest link. Definitely missing Bruno. Willock. I mean, he's been a bit of an anomaly in that first half, Billy, because he's done some good things, but he's also gave the ball away, which could have led to a goal as well, which he's got to be better at.
Yeah, it's a bit of a frustrating that the only real attack from that wasn't a set piece on our goal came from Joe Willock losing the ball in a really advanced part of the pitch. Defensively, he's been okay. He's shown energy. He's been a bit unlucky. I'll stick with him second half though.
Yep. Clarkey has been a member for 14 months. Thank you, buddy. Let's make Arteta cry again, please. Alex, the goal, what can you say? I mean, it was a floated in ball. Botman flicks it on. Murphy, I mean, he's got another assist. There's no doubt about that. But a clinical finish from Isak.
Yeah, I mean, Murphy was robbed of an assist the other day against Spurs.
Yeah,
it was basically an assist that he's not been credited with. So I think this is quite fair. It's made up for that. And yeah, you cannot give one of the best strikers on the planet currently a free hit from the 6-yard box, and there wasn't even a goalkeeper for him to mess up a one-on-one in that kind of scenario. So yeah. But by all things considered, I think based on the quality of chances and volume of chances, I think we've had the better of the two, and I think we've just about got our noses in front on merit. They've had a couple of strong opportunities from set pieces, which fine maybe justify a goal. But, we had the Lewis Hall, Gordon, Tonali, Sky in it. We had quite a lot of scrambling early doors as well.
It's not like it's been one-sided, has it? We've played well. And by the way, I've seen in comments coming in that Sky's commentary, United TV's commentary is terribly one-sided. Well, that's why we say turn it off. Listen to us.
Well, we turned off ITV and changed to Sky because Lee Dixon was insufferable.
What do you expect from him?
Lee Dixon?
Knock it off, guys. Just watch it and listen to us. Simple as that.
I'll tell you what. Last year's Champions League experience is going to do us really good here.
It is. Absolutely. Martin Watson's been a member for 25 months now. Thank you, Martin. Just need to hang on, get Willock off and Longstaff on. Tino needs to stop being hesitant. Yeah, just a couple of hesitancies in it. But I'm just going to visit the little boys' room, guys. I'll be back in a sec.
No worries.
What are you thinking about us defensively, Anastato? Do we look solid?
Concerned. There have been moments in that first half where we're defending like it's the 90th minute. And we need to cut that out. We really need to cut that out. We need to stop being so panicky. There are certain moments where we're behaving like a team of Bambis. We need to stop doing that. We've put in the hard miles. This group as a unit in the last several years have had heartache. They've been in Champions League fixtures, good wins, bad losses. They've done the hard miles. We need mentality now. We need that mentality. This is where losing Bruno is a problem. There's a lot of players, Willock, Lewis Hall, and Jacob Murphy, and Isak were all complaining to other teammates about players not pressing properly. They were looking back, throwing arms, going, "Why haven't you on him? Why aren't you?" There's a lot of squabbling about who's meant to be picking up who, how the press is meant to be. Yeah, there's a couple of issues despite us being ahead. So I really hope that gets addressed at halftime. They need to be more connected as a unit. We can't be squabbling. We need to make sure there's no arm throwing. There's no nonsense. Hopefully the coaches can do their job and tell them what the roles are. Everybody can get that cleared up. And I think the substitutions are going to be important in the second half as well, because the way this game is going physically and emotionally, we are going to be spent by sort of 70, 80 minutes. So we're going to need to call on, whether people like it or not, Longstaff and Trippier may make an appearance in this game, and we're going to need legs.
Arsenal have lots of kind of strength on the bench also, haven't they, with the likes of Jesus, people of that nature, Sterling. They can come and make a difference. So we've got to have to be on our mettle for the whole of the second half here.
100%.
The Martinelli chance, Stato, again, it was a kind of relic to bygone ages from last season where we're on attack, one ball breaks us clean open, and he hits a post. Do you think you should have done better with it though?
He's got defenders in the way. He's got the goalkeeper. He's trying to play a very precise shot. He's trying to make sure he scores. It's not as easy as people think. And yeah, luck was on our side there. I'll take that as a bit of karmic justice based on Isak being blatantly pulled back in that attack, and that happening several minutes later. It is what it is.
Do you think, even though that wasn't the ball went out for a corner, should the referee have booked Trossard?
What, for the Isak pullback?
Yeah.
Well, I think the referee should have booked. Yeah, I don't know how you can't book Trossard in that moment. You're preventing their 9 from entering the box. You're grabbing his arm with both hands and yanking him backwards. It's a clear yellow card offence.
Absolutely,
obviously.
Have you done the super chats, Billy? They're coming on.
No, I've done none. I've left them all for you.
All right, mate. Matt's, thank you for yours. He's predicting Arsenal 1, Newcastle 4 as a result. Well, if that's the result, I think I'll be dancing in the street tonight. Simon Muller says Murphy has been given the assist against Spurs. Oh, has he? Okay.
Oh, he's been given it retrospectively. Oh, that's even better then.
He's got another one.
And
Simon sent in another one saying Isak, Hall and Tonali have been great. Some of the passing from Tonali, Alex, has been absolutely sensational.
Yeah, I think the statistics, whenever we look at Tonali on FBref and we look at some of the data, I think it does him a bit dirty because when you watch him, he's definitely one of those eye test players. A lot of the free metrics you get on some of the free websites really don't highlight how good Sandro Tonali is as a player, because the fact he can do such work off the ball and then just every so often look up, 60-yard pass, boom, on a 10 pence piece. He's that guy. He did it for AC Milan. That's why there were Gattuso and Pirlo comparisons, because he's got the physicality and he's got the technical ability. And we need more from him, even more in the second half, because we are missing Bruno. So we're going to need the crown jewel of Italy to step up and give us even more. So we really need him, because Willock so far has not been enough for me in this first half. He's not won a single ground duel. He's not completed a single dribble. He's only made a handful of passes. His legs are really useful, but we're not really getting to use them. So
yeah, he hasn't been great. Billy Dubravka, he certainly had his moments in that half. Coming out and missing a cross and a couple of iffy kicks, but at the end of the day, the guy's kept us in the lead. He's made some brilliant saves.
Yes, he has. He's been, when it mattered, he stood up and been counted, hasn't he? He's done a really good job. And dare I say, we're going to miss him. If it is his last game, we are going to miss him. No doubt about it, the way he's playing.
Yeah. Well, I never thought we'd ever say that, to be honest. But he has redeemed himself. There's no doubt about it.
Well, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, I think he has, Alex.
If he gets us 1 foot in the final and maintains this standard for the second half, all things considered, he's redeemed. We don't care about the Man United saga. We don't care about the hidden secret winners medal that he's got. If he gets 1 foot in the final for this team, I think and the fact that it's in the same competition that the betrayal occurred in, I think he's righted his wrong. And I think that's fine. But he needs to get us through.
Yeah. What I make a point about Joe Willock, the fact he's got legs is making Royce and Partey defend 10.
They are worried about him, absolutely.
If you take him off, brings Longstaff on, then you bring Royce and Partey into the game further up the pitch. I think he's right to keep Willock on, to be honest.
Well, there's also Miley there as an option, isn't there? C15 Rise says, Willock is good. Stop crying, you lot. That's a pathetic comment, because nobody's crying. We're just pointing out the facts of the game. Calvin with a super chat says, Tino is being annoying. Every time he gets the ball, he sends it backwards.
It's not as much that. It's as much as the time it takes from decide to send the ball backwards.
Yeah. That's the thing for me. The one way he could have sent Tonali forward and he turned back, that was frustrating. But Jack says Louis Miley is clearly a better player than Longstaff and Willock combined. His age shouldn't matter. He is clearly a baller and should be given his chance. Well, maybe he'll get it. Maybe he'll get it in this second half. If he wants
to. He's not been playing, though. He's not been playing.
No, but I'm saying 20 minutes, Alex. He could come on for 20 minutes.
I don't know. If Lewis Miley had been involved in bits and bobs and certain appearances in the last month, yes, I would agree. But the fact he's not been used, I just think it's risky. He's not.
But then
he's
you've
not
got
as old
who
and
was
experienced
just
as
thrown
Botman.
back in the team.
No,
Yeah,
it's
that's
different.
A good point. Yeah.
Sven Botman is a title winner with Lille, Champions League experience across multiple seasons. He's a lot older. It's different with Sven Botman.
Yeah,
Miley is still a youngster. He's just gone through a bit of a physical bulk up. He's not got minutes for the senior team really that's all this year. I think a couple of appearances in substitutions, but I think it's risky personally. I think it's risky.
But I do agree with Billy though. If Longstaff comes on, that brings Partey more into the game and pushes us back a little bit. But
more so Royce actually.
Well, we might have to deal with that at some point.
There are downsides and risks to all three. This is the problem. This is why Eddie Howe's got to make the right call.
Yeah. Leon with the super chat says Dortmund let Isak go for 15 million. Ouch. Was he at Dortmund before Sociedad, was he?
What, Isak?
Yeah,
He was very young.
he was, yeah.
He was competing with Haaland at Dortmont, so it was a bit difficult for him.
Emma says Tino hasn't been at his best tonight. He needs taken off and replaced by Trippier. The many chances we have had at the Arsenal box has been screwed up because of Tino. Yeah, I'd like to see Trippier. I have to say, I'd feel more confident. Sometimes when I watch Tino, I think he's done all right. Don't get me wrong, but I think the experience, like we were talking about last night, Alex, of a Kieran Trippier could be absolutely essential in this second half.
Yeah, he's got to come on the pitch in some capacity, whether it's as a wing back, as a centre half in a back five. I don't really care. I want him on in some capacity because I think his leadership qualities, his technical qualities, experience, I just think it's useful. And I think it gives him an opportunity to right some previous wrongs in making mistakes in cup competitions. You know, the mistake in the FA Cup against Chelsea. He's been unlucky with that little stint of errors. It's very unlike him in his career. So I would definitely like Trippier on at some point. I'm not sure how we would do it, but yeah, we will need him at some point, I think.
I like Tino up against Martinelli more so than I would Trippier, I've got to say. Okay,
interesting. Well, the teams are coming back out, guys. Alex, we'll see you full time, matey.
I've got no words for this one. I'll see you soon.
We'll see you later, mate. So Alex will be back with us, of course, at full time. We've got a super chat from Gary Clark. It's okay to sell Dubes. Vlachodimos is a legend. And Marky NUFC, been a member for 5 months. Isak was on loan at Dortmund. Okay, fair enough. Well, I don't. To be honest, it doesn't matter now. It really doesn't matter. So, right, let's just move me across. Oh, not that one, Paul. Jesus. Move there, and then okay, and then we'll go back to this. So we are ready to start the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, no spoilers in the chat, please. Wait until we've commentated on it. It will be Arsenal to get the second half underway at the Emirates. No changes to either side, by the way, guys. Just to let everybody know. And here we go. We're underway for the second half. The final 45 of the first leg. Ian Badman, member for 15 months. Thank you, Ian. Great show from the lads. Missing Bruno Willock, not being fabulous. Not great. Fabulous commentary from Paul and Billy again. How are the lads? Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Keep the likes coming, guys, if you're enjoying the commentary tonight. And, of course, if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. We are rapidly heading towards 35k. We want to try and get as close as possible tonight. So please, I know there's plenty not subscribed, so please do hit the subscribe button. Free to do so, and become part of the rise of the Toon Review YouTube channel. That sounds like a film. Anyway, we are with Rhea with the ball, and he sends it long again. Botman is underneath this with Rice. Botman wins it. I thought that was a foul on him, to be fair. Nothing given from referee Brooks. And it's with Skelly. And now Gabriel on the halfway line. I just hope that we don't sit back too much in this second half. No. Keep playing how we did.
Yeah, it's going to be a 4-5-1 in defence. There's no doubt about that. It's going to be very much like the Milan game away, the PSG game away. Yeah. That's how I see it anyway.
Long ball over the top, looking for Havertz. Havertz deals with Livramento. He does not deal with Dan Burn. Down you go, son. Take a seat.
I've got history of them too, of course.
They do, yes. Martinelli now drops it down to Skelly. And I expect Arsenal to come out, and give it a real go in this early doors second half.
Don't they?
Yeah, again, we've got to see it out, Billy.
Yeah, we're in the second quarter of the tie. It's they're behind at home. This is their advantage to try and get a lead, and they're going to have to come out and try and get one.
Apparently, Arsenal fans are saying that Isak pushed someone before he scored the goal. Give our, my God, talk about clutching. Anyway, Gabriel on the ball on the halfway line for Arsenal. Nowhere really to go. Finds Skelly. Skelly's had a turn. Saliba. Back to Skelly. Tonali, though, wins the ball. Isak just a little slow to react there.
Yeah, he was. I think he expected a heavier touch from Tonali, who's going to be streamed straight through.
Yeah. Long ball from Rhea up the line. Lewis Hall does his business again. And now Burn. Back to Dubravka, being pressed very quickly by Havertz. Dubravka stays calm. Clips it out, but he goes for a throw in. But he didn't have any choice there, to be fair to the goalkeeper. No. Safety first.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest pass back from Burn either, was it? Overhit slightly.
Yeah, absolutely. And Arsenal doing the pressing as we expected at the beginning of this half, but now Isak. And, Isak just took a heavy touch, loses the ball, but in comes Lewis Hall again. Sorry, Anthony Gordon. Trossard leaves it to Timber, who again takes a few extra yards forward.
Well, they'll get a corner in a minute.
Yeah, unbelievable, isn't it? Saliba now across to Skelly. But again, Newcastle just sitting tight. Declan Rice outside to Martinelli. Martinelli now cuts inside of Murphy. Back to Skelly. Skelly has Gabriel in support here. Gabriel back to Skelly. How much do you think fatigue might come into this at the latter stages, Billy, with both teams really playing? Both teams are going to hit fatigue.
Yes, absolutely. But I mean, it's something we're used to. We did it in Champions League last year. That Champions League experience surely will give us some great steady in the second half. Yeah.
I mean, Arsenal are doing a lot of passing around here, Billy. But again, we keep forcing them back to the halfway line, which is just exactly what we want, really.
100%. Yeah.
They're not going to hurt us having the ball where they have at the minute. And I think that's the thing that's got to inspire us is, there might be a lot of possession for Arsenal, but it's little short passes in the middle of the park at the minute.
It's a rigid 4-5-1. You can see it on the screen now in front of your very eyes,
Yeah, absolutely. But now Odegaard finds a gap, but Joe Linton nips in to take the ball off him, clips the ball forward for Willock, and Willock turns brilliantly. Isak to his left again. It's played behind him, though. And then Isak loses the ball.
Unfortunate that. If Willock could have just put that ball a yard further forward,
but he did that in the first half, Billy. Exactly the same scenario. He did the hard work there by spinning away in midfield then plays it behind Isak.
And we know Willock's got that in his locker about the defence splitting through, but anyway, Arsenal attacking the penalty area.
They are. Tonali and now Hall clears the ball. Jeffrey Brunt with another super sticker, thank you. And Willock again. What is that?
Well, he's got his foot to the ball, which is better than not.
But he could have brought it down, Billy. Just lazily passes it back. Timber now breaks forward for Arsenal, and that's deflected and comes to Willock again. Now, what can Willock do this time? He has got men forward. Livramento screaming for the ball. Anthony Gordon is in the far side.
Calm down.
It confuses me, Billy, when he's in that much space and he turns backwards. Livramento was away there.
He's kept the ball just in regimented shape.
Yeah. I noticed Anthony Gordon wasn't busting the gut there to get forward, Billy.
100% he wasn't. Great pass, that is.
Isak now to Murphy. Murphy again. Isak, brilliant ball from Murphy. Isak, great save. Anthony Gordon tucks in the rebound. And Newcastle United have a second goal. It's a brilliant goal again. And it's 2-0 to the Johnnies. And we are in Lapland. It's fantastic. It's 2-0 to Newcastle. And it's Anthony Gordon. What a goal, Billy. What
The pass from Murphy into Isak's phenomenal. Ray makes a great save.
Absolutely.
Is he offside?
No, he's not. He's miles on. He's miles onside, Billy. Arsenal not even putting the hands up this time. It's a great save by Ria.
What a pass in from Murphy that is to Isak, though.
Murphy's pass was sensational. Absolutely sensational. And then the finish, it's a great save by Ria from Isak's shot. But, I think it's Timber who's too slow. Gordon is quicker, and Gordon gets there first. And Newcastle United are 2-0 up at the Emirates.
And Joe Willock holding on to the ball a bit longer so we can get our attack in order. Worked out in the end.
It did, Billy. I will take heed on that one. Absolutely.
But brilliant for Isak, brilliant for Murphy. Brilliant.
I mean, to make that pass as precise as it was, Billy, in the penalty area was brilliant. And Dan Burn tries a big right-footed clearance, which I think he sliced that towards Big Ben there.
I think he shinned it, yeah. I think he shinned it 50 yards.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Willock gets in with a good tackle there. Throw into Arsenal, almost level with the Newcastle penalty area. But Isak, Billy, I mean, it was great pass by Murphy, but then Isak digging out a shot when he had 3 Arsenal players around him.
Yeah, it's outstanding. I mean, the actual bit of play to give Isak the ball in the first place was... Let's give Murphy the ball in the first place. Isak was fantastic.
Well, Dan Burns just made a brilliant block. It's a corner to Arsenal. George says, yes, Murphy should get an assist, get in. Well, he won't, but yeah, I know what you mean, George. Martinelli hitting a shot there. Dan Burns standing in the way. No, it was Odegaard, sorry. And Newcastle high-fiving each other in the penalty area. John Betts says, such an insult doing the honorary flag celebration in their house. Ha. He kind of did, yeah. Anyway, corner to Arsenal. We just need to keep it tight now. Dubravka's come and got a punch on it. Well played. Tonali and Martinelli fighting for the ball. Tonali comes out on top. And now Gordon. Gordon into Lewis Hall was a poor ball, that. Cross comes in. Livramento stretches. Willock now brings it away to Murphy. And Newcastle, Arsenal have got to come at us now, so it's going to leave a lot of space. Murphy holds onto it. Into Isak. Isak spins. Oh, glorious. Glorious. He's got 5 Arsenal players around him. And he gets it back to Botman. Botman, beautiful ball across to Lewis Hall. And Hall has room to run into. This is brilliant football from Newcastle.
Yeah, we could kill this tie off the way things are at the minute.
Isak in the box. Just took a heavy touch again. Oh, that's brilliant from Odegaard. And gets it up now. And, well, Burns slipped. And it gives an opportunity for a break. But then Gordon gets back. That's a free kick. And Anthony Gordon's going to get a yellow card.
Can't wait, can they? Certain players.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
If they make a foul, certain players get a foul and straight away they'd have the card. If that had been anyone else on the pitch, maybe Joe Lynn would have got booked for that. But
it's Kai Havertz. He's done, so I'll appreciate that tackle.
I mean, it probably is a yellow card, but still, I think certain players get away with that.
Yeah. I mean, he's gone for the ball. There's no doubt about that. But Havertz did shield it quite well. And then, obviously, but I have no sympathy for Kai Havertz at all because he's a twat. Anyway, another Arsenal free kick. But the fact that Arsenal now have to push for a goal, Billy, at least a goal now, means that Newcastle... with the way we counter-attack, Arsenal have got to, Isak, the way he is tonight, and again, Joe Willock, with his breaks, if he can get the right ball in, could cause Arsenal a number of problems.
Willock, I've got to say, I think Willock started the second half really well.
Yeah.
What a lovely little cushion volley pass to Livramento about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, Rice's ball in. Dubravka's come and punched the offside flags up anyway, and Newcastle get a free kick.
Yeah, good goalkeeper from Dubravka, though, took control of his area and got a fist on it.
He certainly did. I mean, for once, this time, it's offside, and it didn't work for them this time. I think it was actually Byrne that got his head on that, Billy. And Byrne's been brilliant again tonight. I mean, he's put his body on the line well and truly all night.
Well, these set pieces is what Dan Byrne's alley, aren't they? This is the kind of game that Dan Byrne thrives on.
Yeah, he loves so does Botman, really. They love the physicality of it all, doesn't it?
Yep.
So Dubravka takes the free kick, sends it long towards Isak. Isak, again, doesn't jump for goal kicks, does he? I think with Gordon now. Joe Linton flicks it inside for Tonali. Tonali to Jacob Murphy. Good football again. Murphy through the middle for Newcastle. Has Livramento outside of him. Rob, thanks for your super chat. Hate London, but starting to like North London. Here's Tonali now on this near side. Back to Livramento. Murphy is in support again. Murphy. Oh, beautiful ball through for Tonali. Tonali sends it. What a ball by Tonali. And was a tap in for Gordon for 3-0.
Outstanding
keeping by Rhea.
It was, yeah. Like you say, had he not done that, that's 3-0.
What a ball by Sandro, though. Absolute measured to perfection. And Rhea gets down and just gets a touch on it before Anthony Gordon taps it in for 3-0. But he is Declan Rice now for Arsenal, charging towards the penalty box to Martinelli. Shadowed by Livramento. Martinelli tries to get on his left foot. Livramento does really well. Forces him back. Pulls him back now to Partey. Partey only has Gabriel in support. Gabriel now. Newcastle. Rigid 4-5-1 again. Partey nowhere to go but back to Gabriel. And Gabriel puts his arms out saying, where's the runners here? Where is all the runners? And eventually Partey gives it away, but that's poor from Joe Linton.
Yeah,
gives it straight back to him.
There.
Lazy pass from Big Joe. Got to be better. Trossard now on the far side for Arsenal. Timber. Havertz. Back outside to Trossard again. Shadowed by Hall. Hall gets a block in. Havertz header! Oh, how's he missed that?
Firstly, how on earth did that ball ricochet off Hall to that header? It's ridiculous that the look they had there to get there. I don't think Havertz was expecting it, if I'm perfectly honest.
But Billy, he's 3 yards out.
Yeah, but look at that deflection. It's unbelievable how it's foul for Havertz said.
Well, look how long he's got to head that ball, Billy, and he missed it and it hits his shoulder.
Yeah, probably too long. It's hit his shoulder and gone wide, but we got away with one there.
Oh, my goodness. I was
anyway.
the back switched off, but it was a very unusual deflection.
Yeah, it was. I mean, anyway, here comes...
Jorginho on for Partey.
Strange change that is.
Well, Jesus is coming on as well. And he's coming on for Trossard. So does that mean Martinelli to the right, Jesus to the left?
Probably.
Because he doesn't play Jesus as a direct striker either, does he?
No.
But what a miss that is by Havertz. What a get out of jail card that is.
Absolutely.
But everybody seemed to stop Billy. It just seemed to...
Well, it was just a ridiculous deflection, wasn't it? The way it went to. It was mental.
Yeah. Here's Joe Linton now to Lewis Hall. Hall, a lovely ball into Isak. Isak down to Willock. Willock misses it, but it comes to Murphy. Murphy to Willock. Willock this time takes it in his stride. Willock into the box. He's being marshalled by 3 Arsenal players, but he's done really well. And then Gabriel takes a dive.
Get out of it. And the linesman couldn't wait.
From the
where's he going with the ball? Wouldn't the ball with the...
Yeah, he's ran about 5 yards further up the field. And the dark arts from Arsenal, let's say. Pathetic dive from Gabriel. How did the linesman fall for that, for God's sake?
Well, they don't need much encouragement, do they? Let's be honest.
Absolutely not. Anyway, Timber with the ball for Arsenal to Havertz. Out wide now for Martinelli, who has gone to that right-hand side. Havertz has gone to the right-hand side.
Yeah, Jesus is going through the middle, no doubt about that.
Yeah, he is. That's nice from Arsenal. That looked a bit offside. Ball bouncing around to Bravka. What's he done?
Get on, you prick!
Why didn't he collect the ball? Well, it's offside. I thought it was offside. I thought, bloody hell. But why didn't Dubravka just pick that up instead of... That was a bit of a pathetic little kick. I tell you what, Billy, this second half, we got half an hour left. It is offside, by the way. Miles offside.
Yeah, he is. Why the linesman waited fucking 20 minutes?
Why did he pick that ball up?
Apologies for calling Martin a prick. I can't help myself.
Natural emotions, Billy. I mean,
what's he doing?
I have no idea.
He didn't hoof it. He just blasted into the back of voice.
Yeah. Well, Arsenal are going to have to come on strong. There's no doubt about it.
Ooh.
It may play into our hands, but we need to keep it tight at the back. No doubt about that. Again, we're just going to have to see off the storm, Billy, that Arsenal will come at us.
We've got to face some kind of hard stuff to face this second half now. But
absolutely,
so far it's the perfect start, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Skelly has the ball for Arsenal. Inside to Jorginho. Back to Saliba. Now out to Timber. Havertz. No, it's not Havertz. It's Jesus. They keep swapping positions. Jorginho plays a long ball over the top. Livramento reads it well. Bounces down for Declan Rice. Rice plays it to Jorginho now. Jorginho. Gabriel. Again, Newcastle sticking to that rigid formation. Martinelli now. Martinelli back for Gabriel. Gabriel low ball in. Takes a couple of deflections. Dubravka should collect it. And he does.
Happy days.
Good defending there by Dan Burn again. By the way, Dan Burn has got the captaincy tonight.
Yeah. And playing lucky as well, to be fair to him. Well, although he does every game.
Lewis Hall with the ball down the line looking for Anthony Gordon. Timber did well there because Gordon sort of stopped his run. Expected Timber to maybe take a touch, but he didn't. He let it drop past him. But you know what? Just soak it up and catch them on the break because we definitely look like we can score on the break, Billy.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Back now with Rhea in the Arsenal goal. He's going to have to go long here.
Tonali's very advanced here, so
Certainly is. Good header by Lewis Hall, but it bounces straight to Jorginho. Quick ball into Havertz. Havertz plays it on now. That's a good ball. Declan Rice heading towards the penalty area. Rice on his left foot, closed down well by Joe Willock, and that's a corner to Arsenal. Great defending from Joe Willock there.
Yeah, good legs. And we're getting towards the end of the kind of Joe Willock's end period here because he never lasts 90 minutes, and he is blown a little bit.
Well, we're making 3 changes. Longstaff, Kelly, and Harvey Barnes are going to be coming on.
Wonder how he's going to do this. That's not in the quadrant.
Well, let's just kick off about it like Martinelli did.
There's nowhere near the quadrant. It's about too far of it.
Yeah. Declan Rice with the corner for Arsenal. In it comes. And it's headed over the bar again for this time it's Jesus. And it's going to be a goal kick, but I think Newcastle are going to make the changes. This is an interesting 3 changes, Billy. I mean, I think Botman's going to be one of them.
Yeah. I think Gordon will be another one.
Mm-hmm.
And probably Willock for Longstaff.
I mean, it's Saliba at the back post, but again, he can't keep the header down. And Newcastle are indeed going to make the changes. Murphy coming off.
I don't understand that.
That's a weird one. That is a very strange one. Certainly, Joe Willock coming off, shaking his head a little bit. But it is Willock, Longstaff, Kelly on.
Who did Kelly come on for? Botman?
And Isak going off.
Oh, we're going 5 at the back then. Gordon through the middle. So it's a 5-4-1 now.
Yeah, it's obviously now see out the game, see what we've got. Players.
It's a proactive substitution from Eddie.
Well, it is. I mean, a lot of people saying that, it could be fatigue, but of course, with it's Bromley next in the cup. But you know what? He's having a good chat with Isak there, and Isak's nodding his head, and he understands, I think, why he's been taken off. And we've got to save these players as well, Billy. They've played a lot of football. But 3 centre-halves now, 2 wing-backs.
The one thing it does do is it encourages Arsenal forward, which, okay.
Does.
I mean, Barnes has come to this right hand. So no, he's on the left.
Yeah.
So it's a 5-4-1.
Yeah, you can see there. You can see the formation right there. So
Longstaff wide on the right.
Yeah. I think this was the plan all along, though, Billy. If we went ahead by a couple of goals, we just defend like worry. Oh, that's a very late tackle on Sean Longstaff, but the referees allowed play to go on because Gordon's got the ball. Gordon, he's got Livramento bursting forward. We win a free kick. How is the referee not going back and making a booking there? That was a shocking late challenge on Longstaff. Good tackle by Longstaff on Jesus to win the ball. But look at this one on Longstaff here. Oh, of course the TV don't show it. Well, yeah, fucking course you won't.
I think we're looking at it.
Pricked. Unbelievable. Unbelievable why that wasn't a booking.
Yeah. Especially what we've seen booked tonight.
Not really surprising, but there you go. Oh, honestly, these Arsenal players are throwing themselves to the floor every fucking time. Wow. And the officials, Keith Truscott with a super chat saying WTF. I'm not sure what he is referring to with the WTF, but we'll find out. Anyway, Martinelli running against Livramento, gets the cross into the back post. And again, Lewis Hall, did he get a shout?
He's got rid of it, but I thought the ball was out when he kicked it.
I thought it was going out anyway. But he didn't want to take a chance. And now Arsenal trying to press forward with Odegaard. Kelly all over him. Joe Linton wins the ball. He's thrown to the floor. And the referee still doesn't give us a free kick. Barnes. And
Weak.
Barnes.
Weak.
Yeah, not very good from Barnes there. Arsenal with the ball back now with Declan Rice. Rice brings it forward. Sends it to Lewis Skelly. Skelly out to Martinelli. Livramento again sticking to him, but Longstaff's lost his man. Come on, Sean. Fuck's sake. Great block by Joe Linton. Still in the box. Martinelli fires over the bar.
Longstaff's been on the pitch for
Longstaff, wake the fuck up.
3 minutes and he's asleep already. Pathetic from Sean Longstaff, that.
What, he just stopped? What's he doing, man?
Look at him there now.
Brilliant block by Big Joe, by the way. Martinelli, a nice little bit of.
And again, he's standing there watching, looking there. Look.
Watching Martinelli flick the ball up. Watch. He's just standing. He's standing.
They're playing around him. Look, he's a bloody cone.
Fuck me. Honestly. It's really frustrating because, you know what? I know he's on there to do a job, but fucking do the job.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't switch off and leave your man just to
he
run
has basically got one job.
Yeah.
And he didn't do it at all there. It was awful.
Just don't allow, don't switch off and not watch your man who's making a run into the penalty area.
Well played, Joe.
Oh, Tonali, almost a brilliant ball over the top. It is now just smash and grab for Newcastle, very much.
Yeah, it's back to the war stuff now, isn't it?
Of course it is, but we expected this. I mean, this was always going to happen.
Yeah, just hold what we have and...
Martinelli, that's a nice ball into Declan Rice again. Rice pulls it back to cleared by Tonali. Peter Garthwaite, Super Chat says, anyhow, once again makes crazy subs. Isak off. What is he playing at? Well, I must admit, since the subs have been made, we're all over the place. But what do you expect? Sean Longstaff's just, I mean, he's I don't know what he's looking at. But excellent defending by Sandro Tonali, by the way, who's been magnificent. Yes. Keith Truscott says he was referring to the subs. So there's quite a few people not really happy with those substitutions, Billy. Especially with Bromley up next. You'd think that he was going to rest a lot of them anyway.
Well, when it's game management, we've got a 2-goal lead. He's going to hold on to that, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, Declan Rice has put the corner right into the side netting. And we're certainly not going to be in any hurry to take it. 21 minutes to go of normal time. Arsenal 0, Newcastle United 2 at the Emirates in this Carabao Cup first leg semi-final. Nick Thornton says Miley on the bench is criminal. Longstaff is done. Well, I mean, let's hope Longstaff grows into the game. That's all we can hope for. Dubravka sends it long. Gordon again challenging this time with Gabriel, and it's back with Rhea. Rhea lets it fly. Botman is there for Newcastle. Long ball. Odegaard. I mean, Joe Linton didn't really challenge for that. And now it's with Lewis Skelly. Back to Gabriel. Arsenal certainly making a push, but we did expect that. But I think
the 2 down at home, none of this is unexpected.
No, absolutely not. It's how we defend now, and the fact that we've given ourselves something really good to defend here.
And let's be honest, I don't think even Eddie would have thought we'd be 2 up at this point.
No, no, but we are. And here's Gabriel for Arsenal again. Lewis Skelly, Longstaff, just lets him run past. I mean, that is pathetic.
Yeah,
it's coming out to Timber. Timber down the line for Havertz. Havertz sends it across. Botman gets it. Byrne is there as well. Barnes decides to run it out. Gordon, it's terrible by Barnes.
Awful.
What is that?
Fucking dreadful.
Come on. Wake the fuck up, man. Simple passes.
Barnes has been just as bad as Longstaff has actually.
Yep. Here's Martinelli now to the byline again. Great tackle, Livermore.
Well played.
Corner to Arsenal. Hey. Can you please say hello to a huge Newcastle fan, Dave Watson?
Oh, Dave Watson.
Says Sarah. Dave, hope you're well, matey. I mean, that was the thing is about that Barnes ball, Billy. It wasn't a difficult ball there.
He could have fucking hoofed it down the pitch for him, wouldn't he?
I think Gordon wanted to play it down the line because that's the run he made. Keith Truscott says, sorry, but Longstaff is a championship player and has no business in our side.
Tonali on Saliba. Massive mismatch.
Yeah, well, we've seen this before. Rice sends it in. Good punch by Dubravka. Good distance as well. And it gets Newcastle out. Very good decision that by Dubravka to punch. Ray now right on his halfway line. Sends it long again. And it's Dan Byrne who clears for Newcastle.
I mean, for the money they've spent, Arsenal.
Oh, brilliant from Gordon. Brilliant. But look at Longstaff! He's doing fucking shit! He's got so there. But Barnes now for Newcastle. Barnes into the box. And then he falls over.
Oh,
unbelievable.
What an absolute stroker.
But what is Longstaff doing? How long does he want on the ball?
Shocking, isn't it? There was a bad foul on Anthony Gordon as well in the middle of all that.
Yeah, there was. He's back on his feet, though. But how? It's exactly what we were talking about, Billy. He gets the ball and he's so slow. He thinks he's got 10 minutes on the ball.
I don't like him on this wide right position. You know, I know he's playing as an inverted right, if you like, but look at him running from ball, just running from play to play. I have no idea what he's doing.
But that tackle was made on him, Billy. We got lucky because the tackle went straight to Tonali. Yeah, it wasn't anything Sean did. As Arsenal come back again, well, that's great play by Lewis Hall and collected by Martin Dubravka. Brilliant from Lewis Hall again, holding Havertz off.
Yep, outstanding.
But Jesus Christ, Barnes and Longstaff, Miggy's coming on now.
Well, this will be for Gordon, I would imagine, surely.
Where the fuck's Trippier, though, Billy? I'd rather Trippier on and then push Livramento a bit further forward.
I would imagine this has got to be for Gordon.
I don't know who it's going to be for. Gary Clark says we'll have a world-class right winger in February. Jacob Murphy. I mean,
well,
listen,
I wouldn't take Gordon off, personally.
He's doing the business, isn't he, Murphy, at the minute? No doubt. Some people may be thinking that Eddie went too soon with the substitutions, which he's never been accused of in the past. It's always been too late.
He just wants to hold on to what we have. That's basically all those substitutions are about.
Of course.
He wasn't expecting Sean Longstaff to come on like the fucking mummy.
Well, look, he's just lost his man again there. What is he doing?
He won it back.
Finally, he makes a tackle. Then a late tackle on Tonali goes unpunished again. Then a foul on Joe Linton goes on. What the fuck? Foul on Lewis Hall. Nothing. Oh, brilliant, Lewis, son. Brilliant.
Outstanding play.
Cheating bastards, honestly. Barnes again now for Newcastle. Back to Lloyd Kelly. Nick Thornton says, does he want us to lose this game, for fuck's sake? I don't know. I think I can understand why he's done it. And as Billy says, I don't think you expect for 1 second that Longstaff would be as bad as this.
I think he must just give us a free kick.
He has. Let's cheer from the rafters. Newcastle have a free kick.
Anyway,
Joe Linton's taking a bit of Joe time.
The point I was going to make about 5 minutes ago is for all the money that Arsenal spent on their team, and it's been quite a lot of money, they've spent a lot of money, they're very Route 1, aren't they? They're very much like the old Wimbledon sides of the 80s.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to watch that every week. No way, I'm God's
By the way, it is Anthony Gordon coming off for Miggy. Keith Truscott says, Eddie has potentially played Arsenal back into this game. Now, Miggy, God give me strength. Well, we've got 15 to go of normal time. And we're 2-0 up. And Miggy's on the pitch. So God knows what's going to happen.
Well, I wonder where he's going to go. Will he go through the middle or is he not going to play with the striker?
Well, he's gone through the middle before. He's come on and give instructions. So I'm not sure what the hell he's doing. I think Eddie just wants to see this game out now, if we're openly honest. We're certainly not going for a third. Anyway, Lloyd Kelly with a free kick for Newcastle. Miggy hat-trick incoming, Billy, by any chance?
Yeah, why not?
Botman with a good header. Livramento. But there's nobody up there for Newcastle. I mean, Miggy's actually come out to the right.
Yeah, we're basically playing 5-5.
It's a 5-5. Yeah, it's a 5-5.
And that is kind of defense. You know, it's surrendering the whole pitch.
It's basically attack against defense for the rest of the game, guys.
2/3 of the pitch surrendered.
Martinelli somehow kept that ball in. It certainly will be the Alamo for the last 15 minutes, guys. It's the normal squeaky bum time if you're a Newcastle United fan, but we have 2 goals to defend. We're in a marvellous situation here.
I would have much preferred to have seen Asula come on and just hold the defenders up for 20 minutes. Personally.
Well, look. I mean, Asula will probably play at the weekend, Billy, but it's safe to say that Eddie, big games, Eddie is not trusting of Asula at the moment.
Well, I said it against PSG last year when Isak could hardly walk. He could have brought anybody on just to keep the centre halves honest.
Yeah. Jesus now seen out by big Dan Burn. Excellent defending again from Dan Burn. Fantastic, Dan Burn. Absolutely fantastic. Gary Clark says Big Joe was signed by Fat Bastard as a striker. Yeah, I mean, we could technically put Joe Linton up front, but then we'd miss his physicality that we need in midfield. Anyway, Lewis Skelly's coming off and Zinchenko coming on. I really like that kid, Billy. I think he's got a big, big future.
He has. He's not as good as Lewis Hall, is he?
No, he's not. No, but we're biased. Zinchenko's not really going to change, the strike, and I think he's just obviously the kid's out of gas.
I think he's better going forward.
Yeah. We've got nothing up front now. Joe Linton flicks it on, and it's just giving it back to Arsenal. Keith Truscott says Miggy is on Arsenal's roof, going to take a battering.
Well, I think Miggy can have a go at Zinchenko.
Yeah, but it's whether we have a lot of the ball, Billy, which I don't think
No,
we're
we're not
going
going
to
have. We conceded the ball, haven't we?
Yeah.
This
is where we have to defend like lions, Billy. We've seen it before. Just fight for what we have now. It's a massive 2-goal lead. This in a 2-legged competition at the Emirates.
Especially
it's
away
massive.
From home,
yeah, absolutely. So very much try and hang on to what we have. Zinchenko now to Jorginho. He has Gabriel, but goes longer to Martinelli on this left again. Martinelli right-footed into the box. Joe Linton is underneath that. Down for Tonali. Tonali skips away from 1, skips away from 2, and is hauled down to the floor. He hasn't given a free kick. What the fuck is that?
That is pathetic.
Oh my good God! If there's ever any evidence that they want Arsenal back in this game, that was it right there. That is unbelievable.
That was outrageous. That's one of the worst refereeing decisions I think I've ever seen.
Dear Christ. Arsenal coming back again down the right. Played in. Great goalkeeper, Dubravka. Great cross from Havertz first time. Dubravka down to get it. I mean, that is shambolic refereeing.
Honestly, I can't catch my breath with that decision. I really can't. Because Tonali done all the hard work, pushed it past, on his way, brought down, referee play on. Unbelievable.
I mean, he brought him down because he was away. He was through.
Exactly.
Fuck me. Guys, keep subscribing. If you are new to the channel and you like what you see, please do subscribe. It is free to do so on our push towards 38,000 subscribers. And again, there, Tonali wanted. Look at that! Fuck me, referee!
Let's give this one now. That's a yellow card.
Finally, a yellow card.
Hey!
And it goes to Zinchenko. Please do subscribe, guys. We are trying to get towards 35,000. And with your help, we'll hopefully get there sooner rather than later. And please don't forget to give it a like if you're enjoying tonight's commentary on the Toon Review. Every Newcastle game, live commentary on Matchday Live.
The only place to be.
It certainly is. It certainly is, Billy Bob.
Forget the imposters. We're the real deal.
Well, there's 10 minutes to go, Billy. There's probably going to be about
20 minutes.
Instant Job Courier says, love the passion, Paul. Well, yeah, I mean, look, we commentate, but we're Newcastle fans at the end of the day, and we will be passionate. One thing we are proud of on this channel is we wear our hearts on our sleeves for Newcastle United.
Go on, Joe.
He's kept it in, battling with Timber.
Well played, lad.
It's one thing we're very proud of, is it, Billy? Yes, there'll be swearing now and again and here and there, but that's called passion, guys. That's what it's all about.
And Joe Linton's shown some passion now to the away fans.
Indeed. There. And the Newcastle fans react. They're absolutely delighted with what they've seen. But I tell you what, we are putting in a hell of a shift, Billy. A hell of a shift.
Did you see Reg Holdsworth in the crowd there?
I did actually, yeah. Reg Holdsworth. Who would have thought? Anyway, Arsenal take a short goal kick and bring it away with Jorginho. But again, Newcastle go to the 5-5. Very much to see this game out. But if they can keep pushing forward like that, Billy, and getting down the other end of the pitch, Arsenal, they'll get frustrated. Simon Yorkshire says, it's my birthday, so just back from a meal with my girlfriend to find us 2-0 up at the Emirates. Is this a fever dream? Eddie Howe deserves credit. It's not a fever dream. It deserves a medal, sorry. It's not a fever dream, but Arsenal do have a corner. This is where we need to be on our metal, Billy, because obviously Arsenal, the set pieces, they've had a few tonight, which they've had a few headers over the bar. It's just always squeaky bum time when they get a set piece, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and again, it's basically all they've had.
Yeah. We've got a spammer in the chat, guys. Can we get rid of him, please? Knobhead. Corner comes in. It's at the near post. There's a huge scramble, and eventually Livramento puts it behind for another corner. We do have a new member of the channel, Brian Upton. Welcome, Brian. Thank you for signing up, and thank you for your support. Quick corner take, a deflected cross, headed away by Lloyd Kelly. Brilliant header, and a shot high over the bar from Gabriel.
Yeah,
great header that by Lloyd Kelly, by the way.
It did, but dreams didn't come true for Gabriel there, did they?
No, they didn't. I see what you did there, Billy. He's here all week, ladies and gentlemen. He's not just a commentator; he's a comedian.
Oh, Mikel, what are you looking at your watch for, mate?
Yeah. He's crying again, isn't he? The tears are starting. The tears are starting.
And if it stays at 2-0, do Arsenal really put any emphasis on trying to win the away leg? With all the games they've got coming up, Champions League, Manchester United, you know...
It's a decision they've got to make, isn't it? But quite frankly, I couldn't give a shit, Billy. I'm more bothered about the black and whites.
Well, exactly. But if we can keep this lead, it'll be interesting to see what they do second leg.
It would be. Of course, it's 4 weeks away, which
it is
absolute madness. But anyway, Jorginho, Saliba plays it out wide now to Timber. Timber back to Saliba. Newcastle staying very disciplined in the 5-5. Out wide now to Zinchenko. And now Martinelli, again, shadowed by Livramento, as he has been all game. Gabriel now. Out again to Martinelli. Martinelli cuts inside, gets an opportunity for a right foot cross. Botman underneath it. High in the air. Joe Linton gets his head. Tonali flattened.
That's a foul.
That's a shocker, that, by Gabriel Jesus. And he's saying a shoulder charge. He fucking sent him to hell with that. Jesus wept.
Well,
Dr. House.
Silly foul, isn't it?
Yeah. Dr. House, thank you for your super chat. Referees love North London. Great commentary, lads. Thank you very much. I mean, that is not a shoulder check, Jesus. Whatever planet you're from, that is not a shoulder charge. And now Arsenal definitely starting with it. Look at Havertz is away again, isn't he? Havertz is starting as bullshit. They just cannot accept, they cannot take a defeat, can they? They hate it. There's always a reason. Not the fact that they've been outplayed tonight by a fantastic performance from the lads.
Oh, and maintaining them. The hill I'm going to die on. The Champions League campaign last year has put us in real good stead for games like this.
Yeah.
Really has.
Yeah. 5 minutes of normal time to go. As Arsenal try again. Saliba to Timber. Newcastle revert to 5-5 again.
Look at the empty
Saliba in the
seats.
centre circle.
Almighty.
You what, mate?
The empty seats.
Yeah, there's a few developed on there. Here's Declan Rice now. Great foot in by Miggy and Livramento. Run! Oh, how is that a free kick? In what fucking planet?
He's taking the piss, his ref.
He got the ball! Oh, my God. Oh, my actual God.
How they even dare do it in live TV?
Maybe he didn't get the... Well, I don't know. But look at Rice getting up and bloody whinging. Twats, the lot of them. Twats!
Another set piece. Let's have a rigid line, lads. There's fear offside already.
Literally, the 11 is all on the penalty area for us. And it comes from Odegaard. Barnes misses it, but Longstaff swings at it and clears. And Newcastle push out again. Yep. Anywhere will do now, really, for Newcastle. In the last 4 minutes of the game. What a performance this has been from Newcastle. What a performance. Can we keep it going to the final whistle? Martinelli. Jesus now. Jesus still. Clips it across. It comes out. And a thunderous strike from Jorginho goes over the bar. But I still think Dubravka had that covered. But that might be biased. We'll see it here on the replay. Half volley.
It's a great effort.
Oh, he had it well covered.
Yeah, well covered.
Well covered. Knee where that was going in if it was on target. Nick Thornton says that's blatant corruption. Well, we're seeing it. I mean, the one on Tonali still, I can't.
No.
It's just incredible. Matt says hotel booked for March. Well, let's not get carried away, Matt. Long ball again from Dubravka. Miggy gives chase. Just keep them up there. Miggy's done well because he's blocked Saliba's pass and forced him even further back. Go on, Miggy. Keep chasing. There's the pigeon head goal. Look.
Yeah, well, that's what you want, though, isn't it?
Absolutely. Go on, son. All the way back to rear again. Ronan
Well,
with the
get back,
snap.
get back, Sandro. We don't want you pressing.
Yeah. 10 minutes at a time. What's the bet, says Ronan? It better fucking not be. There's no way being 10 minutes. There's only been... There's no injuries. It's literally for substitutions.
But no training on second half whatsoever.
No.
3 minutes, 4 minutes tops.
Here's Martinelli again for Arsenal. Back now to Jorginho. Jorginho. Sideways to Saliba. Saliba now looks for an option. Sees Martinelli out on the left again. But again, Livramento is there. Martinelli's got to try and beat him again. He does this time get a cross in. But there is Big Dan Burn with a header. Fantastic header by Burn. And now Jorginho to Declan Rice. Rice back to Martinelli again. Martinelli flicks it back onto his right, lays it to Declan Rice. He will try a shot. It's blocked. Comes to Jesus on the far side. Saliba now to Timber. Timber back to Saliba. Saliba clips it in. Kelly's header away. Zinchenko now down to Saliba. We're inside the last 2 minutes of normal time. Once again, Havertz. Havertz to Odegaard. Out to Timber again. Shadowed by Lewis Hall. Arsenal passing on the periphery at the minute. Can't get anywhere near the goal. Now Odegaard sends it in. Headed away again by Botman. What a header that was, Sven. Fantastic defending. Burn tells Botman to stay in his position, but now the swap again. Declan Rice to Timber on the right-hand side. Havertz, 35 yards out. Havertz twisting and turning, but Joe Linton won't let him go. Odegaard again. In it comes again. And it's bouncing around. Burn gets it, and Dubravka picks it up. Fabulous defending, Billy. Yeah, absolute warriors, the lot of them.
It's the discipline of it all. It's regimented. They're not letting us break through. We're not letting them break through, I should say. You know, them 2 lines of 5. Outstanding discipline and regimentation.
I mean, those 2 centre-backs, actually, all the back 4 and Dubravka have been bloody beautiful tonight.
Yeah, I agree. And add Tonali and Joe Linton to that as well.
Yep. High into the sky by Dubravka, but of course there's no striker up there for Newcastle. We're inside the last 30 seconds of the 90. Arsenal desperately trying to get a goal back. Brilliant again. And now Barnes. Barnes has Miggy, and Miggy's through on goal, but he can't.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Use your left foot, you plank.
Well, luckily for him, he was offside, Billy, as we have 5 minutes.
Well,
5 minutes of additional time.
That's excessive.
Fucking hell, man. Seriously.
No trainer on and 3 lots of substitutions. Absolutely
My
bollocks.
God, honestly. Martinelli now, back 4, Declan Rice. Rice plays it through to Jesus on the edge of the box. Jesus trying to twist and turn. It's blocked again.
Botman.
And now it comes back to Jorginho. Now to Timber again. Timber, the look for a cross. Saliba has the ball, but there's no way through. And it comes again. Right at the back post. Livramento heads it away. Bounces down to Zinchenko. Now Martinelli again. Martinelli on his right foot sends it in again. Headed away. Lewis Hall puts his foot through it. Cleared away again, this time by Harvey Barnes. Anywhere will do for the Toon right now. Nick Thornton says, Mount Botman, the man is a colossus. Well, you could say that about Burn as well tonight. They've both been sensational. In it comes again from Arsenal. Headed away. No, it's not. And Livramento clears. Arsenal trying everything at the minute. Absolutely everything at Newcastle. Rice into Jesus. Jesus tries to turn. Botman stays with him like glue. Jesus forced wide now to Zinchenko. Zinchenko across to Jorginho. On again to Saliba. Saliba. Arsenal trying everything they can at the minute. They're on the edge of the box. Barnes and Hall. And then Joe Linton puts a foot in and it's a corner to Arsenal. Holy shit, Billy. I tell you what, it's Newcastle United, guys. It is just typical Newcastle United.
It's been a defensive masterclass. It really has.
Oh, Jesus, wept.
They're all laying they're laying their bodies on the line for Newcastle United here. They really are.
Yeah, 3 minutes of additional time to go. Corner to Arsenal, which Odegaard will swing in on his left foot. Here it comes. It's headed away. Back to Odegaard, though. He will try again. Odegaard. In it comes. Kelly is there. Longstaff is there. Hall now on the other side of the pitch. It comes to Zinchenko. He will try and whip it in. Hall's committed himself there. But he's got back. Longstaff overshadows Zinchenko. Back with Rice. Rice clips a ball in again to the back post. Livramento, marvellous header. And Lloyd Kelly can clear it for Newcastle. Yes, he does. High and out of danger. Reyes come right up to the halfway line. Arsenal have just over 2 minutes left to try and get something out of the game. Colossal performance from Newcastle. Odegaard again. Every man working a hell of a shift here. Every single one of them. Timber gets to the byline.
Wow,
Timber's cross. And Miggy clears. Not the greatest clearance, but he got it away from the box. Odegaard now. As Arsenal maintain the pressure. Newcastle staying firm as they possibly can. Jorginho plays it through for Timber. Ball into the box again. And it's headed back. Longstaff is there with the clearance though for Newcastle. High and out. Throw into Arsenal. Less than 2 left.
Sean there. I mean,
absolutely.
For what Sean hasn't done, that kick there was worth his substitution alone.
Guys, I've got Niagara Falls flowing right down my ass cheeks right now. It is unbelievable squeaky bum time. Martinelli to the byline. Crossing again.
Away.
And there is Burn again. It's
Away.
Bouncing around in the penalty area. Tonali, great strength. Longstaff, just clear it, Sean.
What are you
He's
fucking
brought
doing?
down. Now
Free
it comes
kick.
to Miggy. Throw it to Newcastle. Come on! Come on!
There's a free kick there on Sean. The fucking referee wouldn't give any of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Shocking refereeing.
We're in the final minute of injury time, and Isak looks like he could smoke a cigar. He's looking so calm. Agent Tech streams, all the best to Doobs. Well, we don't know yet, do we? But thank you for your super chat. We're in the final minute of injury time. Livramento booked for time wasting. I couldn't give a shit. Now then, down the line it goes. That is an awful throw from Tino. Well, it doesn't matter. He's putting it away. It's come to Rice.
Oh, we should have got it further away than that.
Yeah, Rice to Saliba. Now Jorginho again. Clips it towards the penalty area. Botman is there. It hits Livramento. Here's who's crying because he got knocked over by Botman. And it's knocked away again. We're inside the last 15 seconds now of the game. Declan Rice for Arsenal. One last push to try and get a goal back in this two-legged tie. Timber can't control the ball properly. The 5 minutes are up. The 5 minutes are up. Referee, you twat. Livramento clears. Comes to Martinelli. Where's the time coming from? Martinelli. Dubravka punches brilliantly. And still we play on. Where's this time coming from?
Well, he booked Livramento for
How is Timber not offside there, by the way? Longstaff puts his head through it. And there's the final whistle.
Yeah.
What a brilliant performance from Newcastle United.
We're only halfway through, guys. Don't get to celebrate yet.
Yeah, we are, but we do have a foot into Wembley Stadium, Billy. That is a better result than we could ever have asked for.
Oh, absolutely. When I saw the lineup tonight, I had no idea that this would be the score. I honestly thought we won for, at best, a 2-1 defeat. I was being conservative with that, but we've actually come out and performed like real Lions tonight. Outstanding
Absolutely superb.
From 1 to 11, 2 great goals, fantastic defensive performance. All of them going to get 10 out of 10 tomorrow. That's no word of a lie.
I mean, everybody's saying, let's take it back to Newcastle with a draw or maybe a 1-goal deficit defeat-wise. But we have a 2-goal lead. 2-goal lead going into the second leg. And St. James's Park, under the lights, it will be rocking. It's not over yet by any stretch of the imagination. But to get that kind of result tonight is an absolute sensation. What a performance, Billy.
Absolutely. It's one of the best performances you'll ever see Newcastle United make. Away from home at Highbury. At the Emirates. At the Emirates. It's a terrific performance. One of the best nights of our lives as Newcastle United fans. And yet we're only halfway through.
Yeah. We must reiterate we're only halfway through, but halfway through, 2-0 up is incredible. Starter!
Come on!
Come on!
Oh my God, I'm exhausted. Everybody's exhausted. We played 5-5-0. I can't. How am I supposed to analyze that? We went 5-5. That's not a formation.
Mate, you can analyse Longstaff's performance when Longstaff, his first 10 minutes on the field. Oh, my God. But then to be fair to Sean and to Barnes, they defended like warriors just like the rest of them. Unbelievable effort.
I mean, this is what we called for 6 months ago, 12 months ago, 18 months ago. We've always called for, when it gets to that time, just bring Miggy on and put him up front. Just do something. Do something to help. And he's doing it. He's done it. It was the most ridiculous call ever, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We've got two goals in front. And what an absolute warrior performance defensively. To be under siege, to accept the siege for 20 minutes and go, yeah, go on then, break us down. Yeah. The absolute warriors, the lot of them, all of them, even people that made mistakes, people that didn't, absolute warriors. The bottle you've got to have to do that away at the Emirates.
Yeah,
wow.
Absolutely superb.
I mean, that was a coaching masterclass from the manager tonight.
Yeah, 100%. We criticised his subs, but at the end of the day,
to get the 2-goal lead and then just hold what we have and did it. Yeah. You know what, God's earth, he can be how out now, surely to God.
Anthony Stafford, thank you very much. Super chat, unreal gents. Cruz Scott says 11 out of 10 from the players and the gaffer. Get in. Spike says flood alert in London. Samsonite Dove, a member for 28 months on the channel. Get in. Graham Ritchie says, I am knackered. What a performance. Well done, lads. Stephen Missy with the super chat saying, how are the lads? Thanks for the great commentary, fellas. Nick Thornton says, Eddie subs were right, but my fucking nerves. Gary Clark says, please say it as I write it. Toon 2, Arsenal 0. And Sam A says, yes. I mean, Alex, it's not all done and dusted yet. You know, we're not stupid enough to realize that because, you know, we still need to put in a big performance at St. James's Park. But I don't think anybody expected us to come away tonight with a 2-0 lead in the first leg.
Absolutely not. I was expecting an absolute best. I mean, I think I predicted a 1-1, and that was me being optimistic.
Yeah.
I just wanted us to stay in the tie to some capacity. Without Bruno, it's evident that we're missing that key ingredient to being a dominant side. We're not able to do it. It's not. It's
but
not
Alex, to do that without Bruno,
absolutely. Oh, we had to do it a different way, though. We had to do it a very different way. And credit to Eddie Howe and the lads for engineering a different way.
Yeah, but that's what I was going to say, Alex. Isn't that good that they did it a different way?
Absolutely.
You know, that was Arsenal's first team lineup there.
What are your thoughts on two left footers playing centre half, Stato?
I mean, it's working, isn't it? It's not bad considering the height of them.
How good were they tonight? And you know, we'll talk about more in the review tomorrow. But listen, you've got all four of the defenders were just incredible. But those centre backs tonight were just simply sensational.
While there's still 4,000 people watching, Paul is going to be doing an instant reaction on YouTube. So make sure you go and watch that once this is finished. And me and Billy will also be doing an instant reaction on Patreon. There are links to both down below. Sub to the YouTube channel so you can see Paul in a half an hour whenever he's finished recording. And go and have a look at the Patreon, and you can listen to me and Billy as well, because we're going to talk about this for ages.
Yeah,
so,
and then we go to bed
if you want. I'm going to keep talking.
No, I'm with you.
You what?
No, I'm with you. I'm with you, mate. I've not got to work tomorrow, so good stuff.
And then, by the way, tomorrow is the review, so we'll be able to rub it in Arsenal's faces even more. Which we will completely enjoy.
By the way, guys, I didn't realise at the time, but Anthony Gordon's celebration with the flag is the Henry celebration.
Is the Henry celebration? Yes, somebody said that in the chat earlier on.
Proper rubbing it straight in the wounds. They love it. They love it.
Well, Anthony Gordon's currently getting interviewed. He's got a smile as wide as the Tyne Tunnel entrance. It's absolutely fantastic. A few more super chats to go through. Michael McIntyre says, come on, win this cup. Toon. Brian says, God damn, Lewis Hall, what a player. Steve Headers says, I had to up my heart meds for that second half. Brilliant performance from the lads. James Bradley says, I'm a recent channel sub and just want to say thanks and great commentary. Incredible performance from the lads, from the biggest stateside NUFC supporter. Agent Tech says, do you know that is the first time without Bruno? I gather that's the first time we've won without Bruno.
It's the 8th time we've played without him. The other 7 we haven't won.
Yeah, David.
Can I just say as well, before we go to do YouTube chat, I've got something to say a minute.
Yeah, David says, Mr. Dubravka, that was top class. Can we keep him? Dan Robinson says, Paul, we won, so the subs were justified.
If people are still watching it, let us know in the chat Dubravka's reactions. Is he looking?
Yeah, we haven't seen any. Well, there's nothing on the telly, Alex.
There's a lot of people in the chat saying Dubs is crying. He's a bit down. Is that actually happening?
Well, we haven't seen anything on the TV, on Night TV. Chris Murray, thanks for a super chat, buddy. Hope you're well. Ian Hogg, great commentary, lads. Me and Warlass are knackered watching this. Imagine commentating on it. I mean, Jesus. John with a super chat saying Doob's crying at the end. Oh, there you go.
Imagine trying to take notes on it. My notepad is just scribbles at the end of that. I can't write.
Yeah. Anyway, I just want to say one thing.
2 seconds, Billy. We're not finished. Keith Truscott with a super chat. The look on Doob's face, that's his last game. And John Joe says, who wants us to beat Liverpool? Us Spurs to beat Liverpool? Well, we'll see.
I ain't bothered. We'll beat both of them.
Absolutely. Go on, Billy.
Well, the other week, or maybe 10 days ago, I said jokingly, half jokingly, Jacob Murphy for the England squad. I think it's assert now, the way he's played in the last 2 or 3 games.
He's on fire. He's on fire.
Magnificent.
I mean, Ian Wright looks like he could just disappear into the ground. Les Ferdinand is over the fucking moon by the looks of Les's face. You've got 2 contrasting people there. George T, another winner's medal for Doobs coming up.
Yeah, I think we've got to say from the channel, thank you, Martin Dubravka, after that. What a redemption. What a redemption.
Yeah, 100%.
Who saw that coming 6 weeks ago?
No.
Well, look, he took a lot of criticism, didn't he? Not just from us, but from a lot of the Newcastle United fan base. And he wasn't on great form last season when he came into the side. He was quite poor. So criticism justified for his form. But credit to the man coming back this season, taking over from Nick Pope. He has been sensational. Sensational. And he made some big saves tonight as well to keep us 2-0 up. Absolute credit to the guy. And look, good luck to him. If he is leaving, then, he goes with good grace now from Newcastle fans because he's redeemed himself. Simple as that. If he is upset, then that says to me that he is going. There's no doubt. I mean, why would he be upset and stuff like that? And but look, we wish him all the best. It's going to be interesting to see what we do goalkeeper-wise now. But I suppose Newcastle may announce something tonight regarding Dubravka. They may wait till tomorrow, but at some point they've got to announce it.
I think it's obvious. If everybody's saying he's crying, it's you've got to address it somehow.
I agree. Des Curry says,
trying to make a deal that we can keep him till after the final, so his last game could be at Wembley.
I think it's too late now.
That'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
Well, it would be, but
that would be mid-March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Desmond says, at what point is it not a purple patch for Murphy? Narek says, how the hell do you pick a man of the match from this game? And Andy Allen says, Murph sack, bromance of the season.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think that's a great way of putting it, to be honest. Listen, this is just an incredible crest of a wave we are on at the minute. The turnaround, the fucking turnaround has been incredible.
No, we're not on the crest yet. We're still rising up with the wave.
Well, yeah, fair enough. I won't disagree. Jens says, wow, oh my God, what an evening. But a few big buts. Longstaff, F off, and why no Asula? Extremely much unnecessary pressure, but wow. Well, it wasn't Jens because it's Arsenal. They're one of the best teams in the country. And, they pushed us as far as they could tonight, and we beat them. We didn't let them score. Yes, they hit the post. However, they did not score. And you have to take your hats off. Yes, Longstaff's first 10 minutes on the pitch were as bad as anyone can ever be. But listen, he grew into the game and defended really well. Look, they're trying to say the push on Odegaard by Isak now on the TV.
The what?
They're saying Isak pushed Odegaard out the way. So fucking what, man?
He's nowhere near him.
No, there was a push, Billy, but he's fighting for space.
It's great because there's so little they can really complain about. There wasn't really much controversy for them, so
it's pathetic.
It's
great.
Great.
If Ian Wright is complaining about that, he did that all his career to create space for himself.
He did.
Honestly, they just and the fact that Arsenal every time they got the ball in the back four and were throwing themselves to the floor to try and get free kicks was pathetic. I mean, they're showing the Martinelli chance now. Of course, the one he takes it early. And it comes back off the outside of the post.
I mean, to be honest, I actually wasn't too bothered about the last 10 minutes from Arsenal. I'm actually a bit more happy with their performance in the last 10 minutes because I was expecting them to constantly throw themselves to the floor and try and win a penalty. And they didn't do that. So fair enough. They tried to engineer it properly. So credit to that. But
I mean, we're just seeing that. We're just seeing that Havertz miss, Alex, that he had eternity to head the ball, and it came
was
off
the
the
timing.
shoulder.
He went with the shoulder. It was all about timing. He got it wrong. He really should have scored from that position.
Absolutely.
But it is what it is.
It's hilarious. I mean, there's always something for the Arsenal fans to be spicy about, isn't there? There's always something.
Not really in this game, though. I know they're going to try.
I know,
they'll find something.
Of course they will.
They were convincingly beaten now. And I've just got one thing to say before we move on as well. We've played 4 fixtures so far this year against North London clubs. 2 against Spurs, 2 against Arsenal. We've won all 4. So North London is black and white, and it is convincingly black and white at the moment.
North London is salty as shit right now. Yen says, Hall, Joe, wow, and ref was total crap, so bad. I mean, that foul on Tonali, Alex, in the second half, when Tonali beat 2 men and then was clattered into, and he waved play on.
I thought the referee was poor for both sides tonight. I thought he was incompetent. Strangely enough, I thought when Arsenal
referee incompetent, never.
Well, when Arsenal were trying to build up, he was stood right on the D, and they was blocking passing lanes for Arsenal attacks, which was great for us. And he was calling fouls the wrong way. It was really odd. I thought the linesmen were both pretty good, but the referee specifically was really poor for both teams. He was just really bad. It was really easy calls he was getting wrong as well. It was bizarre.
Dave says, Sky saying Arsenal had 3.9 XG. We had 1.22.
Oh, no.
They're just desperately trying to give something to Arsenal, aren't they?
That is why XG is a useful metric over the course of a season and a period of games. XG doesn't always win you a match.
Oh, it's fucking fantastic, man. It is. The channels are just desperately trying to give Arsenal something to grasp and say it was one-sided. ITV made it look like it was one-sided and Newcastle got lucky. We played a perfect game tonight.
We got 2 up and then sat back.
Yeah.
One-sided or what? I don't give a shit.
It was the perfect tactic for a 2-legged affair. You go 2-0 up away from home in the first leg, and then listen. If Jose Mourinho's side had done that, they'd be praising him to the hilt. Do you remember what he did in Milan?
Sky Sports in the first half. So this was just as we were resuming the second half. Sky Sports. I can't remember who the commentator is, but he said a Newcastle are 1-0 up after one-way traffic in the first half with Martinelli hitting the post. That was how they opened the commentary for the second half.
How could it be one-way traffic when we scored a goal? And we created
the commentary.
Jesus, honestly, it is unbelievable the hatred. A2 with a super chat says, work nights, but your commentary is brilliant, lads. 11 Lions, so proud of them. Well, more than that if you include the substitutions. I did have to laugh at Miggy's run at the end.
He could have scored. He could have scored.
I think the offside flag went up actually. So
but he won the ball through a press, so it can't be offside. He won it himself.
They gave it as offside. So
you can't be offside when you win the ball in a press. But
it doesn't matter, Alex. He forgot to take the ball with him, and then he fell over.
I felt like that would have been because it's pretty. A lot of people think he's gone as well this window, so it would have been really fitting for Miggy to do one of his trademark. Win the balls with a press and slot it in the back of the net with a left-footed finish. That would have been a lovely send-off. But he's he had a couple of really poor touches. He's definitely cobwebs in his game. You can see he's a bit rusty.
Rusty. Yeah, he's been rusty a long time, Alex. Marius says Norwegian commentary actually said it was brilliant defending from Newcastle. Well, that's because the Norwegian commentators are sensible and have footballing brains, other than the cockwombles that we have in this country commentating, who are basically bought out by the cartel. So well done to the Norwegian commentators for actually seeing what actually went on. Jamie says, just checked commentary on Arsenal fans' YouTube pages. They're all salty as fuck, saying we shouldn't have won that.
But we did. I mean, we won the last one as well.
They fucking hate, honestly. I mean, the fact is, they could not score. I mean, what is it with these, opposition fans when they lose games? There's always other reasons. They can never blame themselves and say, well, at the end of the day, we failed to put the ball in the net. And to win a football game, you've got to put it in the net. And you didn't.
As a fan base, they've got to be more impartial with this. Like I think all of us as a fan base, we can all stand up and say, look, we lost 4-2 to Brentford because Brentford were fantastic on that day offensively.
Yeah.
Scored 4 goals. They were brilliant.
Yeah.
There's nothing that went wrong that we can complain about. It was our own fault, and Brentford played really well. And there have been multiple games this season where we've not done good enough because the other team's been really they've done a fantastic job. Arsenal fans need to be able to be fair and honest with certain results.
They can't, Alex. They can't. C15 Rise says Eddie deserves more credit. Tactical improvements. 100% Eddie deserves credit. He's turned it around.
That was risky. 5-5 is insanity.
But it worked.
It worked. And I loved it. It is.
Sometimes in life you have to take risks, and
that is what a 12-year-old does on FIFA.
But the thing,
trying to retain a lead, it's panic stations. But it worked.
Yeah, the risky thing about it for me, Alex, was he went early with it. He went very early.
I thought it was fantastic. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I want to see proactive management, and that's exactly what it was.
Well, that's what we've been saying.
He wasn't expecting us to be. No one God's earth expect us to 2-0 up. We were 2-0 up. We hold what we have.
I'm just shocked we didn't bring Will Osula on, because surely just a big meaty runner.
We may as well.
I said that too. I think Osula should have come on actually, but
but we can say till the cows come home. He's not going to, is he?
No. I'm getting to the point now where I'm concerned, because my analysis of Will Osula in the situation was that by the end of December, early Jan, he will have started to have been integrated into the team. That's not happened. So obviously we've got Bromley, so we're waiting to see what happens with him there, see if he plays. Presumably will.
Oh, there's Dubravka on now. He is crying.
Oh, bless him.
Oh, God, he looks so sad. Oh, that's heartbreaking, man. Oh, that's really just ripped me up.
Timing, I bet he'd love to go and see this out, because he's come back into the side and.
Oh man, that's just proper got to me. That.
I turned over to watch Sky, see if anyone know about it, but I missed it.
Oh my God, that was awful. Oh fucking hell, that was awful. Joel says I've just put on Arsenal Fans TV and they're saying that Arteta might be a pep plant to make sure they never win anything. Oh, it's fucking hilarious. It really is. Let's have a look. John Joe says Troops, Robbie and Ty from the FTV are crying. Love it. Dave ASR. Oh, look, they're looking at the push again. So what? Isak's getting interviewed. He's probably just saying that I don't give a shit. Dave ASR says lined up great all night. We fought and battled. Ike for Prime Minister says Arsenal, the price has gone up. 250 million now. Yeah, that's.
I don't think Alexander Isak wants fancy to step down.
No. Why would he? We're on. We are
5 points off him in the league. We beat him in the cup.
Yeah.
We haven't beaten them in the cup, so.
Well, we've beaten them in the cup in a fixture, and we've also beaten them in the league this season, and we've been to a cup final more recently than them as well. So, depends how you want to spin the narrative.
Apparently, they're asking Isak how he got away with the push.
What? What? I don't even remember this push. That's how insignificant
he did push him. I've just seen it. He did, but he's trying to make space for himself. And what striker doesn't? I mean, give over, will you? You absolutely pathetic bunch of fuckers. Anyway, honestly, they'll do anything to try and give excuses for losing. It is bordering on fucking pathetic. Well, it is pathetic. It's not bordering. It's pathetic. Odegaard is just weak, says Rinchin. Yeah. What about the pull on Isak earlier on that didn't get penalised? The fact that that they will identify everything. They'll identify everything that goes
what they need
them.
to concentrate on, and that game's done now, what they need to concentrate on is they've got to come to St. James's Park with our captain and Bruno back in the side, and they've got a 2-0 deficit to try and fix.
Interesting, though. What does he do now? Does Shah walk back into the team?
Not in a minute.
Probably not, no.
I mean, all they can do is play like warriors, those two, and certainly the left foot isn't affecting us.
But Fabian Schär might play against Bromley, so that might prompt, if Fabian Schär plays really well against Bromley, then it will be a 50-50 as to who gets the Premier League.
I'll tell you what, I thought Lloyd Kelly coming and did a good job as well when he came on.
He was brilliant when he came on.
I mean, maybe we can save ourselves a few quid by not buying the centre half this window.
Okay, I mean...
Well, there were reports we're looking at extending Fabian Schär's contract, which we definitely need to do for another one year at least.
Yeah,
like we could do with a cover. So as long as he's happy to stay, I think Fabian for another.
Billy, do you want to listen to Eddie Howe? He's on ITV now.
I've not got ITV on, mate.
All right, doesn't matter then. We'll get an interview off him anyway, which we'll play on the show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Schär, it looks like it's going to be a new contract, which is fantastic. for us.
I'm really happy with Burn and Botman at the minute. They look solid.
Wow, I mean,
we've got pace, we've got physicality, we've got technicality with Botman's passing. I don't see any reason to change that at the minute.
Daniela says, yes, a great result for you. 2-0 up, one leg to go, but the scoreline flattered you in a way, and Arsenal were poor in front of goal.
I mean, that's fair. It's a fair assumption, but now we've got our captain and midfielder back for a home fixture. So we've done what we wanted. It was a snatch and grab.
Yeah, well was it
I
a
don't think it
snatch and
flatters.
grab? I don't think it was a snatch and grab, Alex. We played really well in the first half, and then we scored in the second, and then we defended what we had. And we
had more shots on target than them. So
yeah,
I don't think it flattered us at all.
Look, at the end of the day, Eddie played that tactic perfectly for a first leg. You know, we were in the game. Yes, Arsenal had spells, absolutely, but they're at the Emirates, they're at home.
Of course, they're going to have. Yeah, they're going to have spells.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, we scored. We then score in the second half. We go 2-0 up away from home in the first leg. Eddie's right. We should shop. We keep what we've got. We keep what we've earned. 100%. And now we go back 2-0 up in the second leg.
That Champions League campaign, to me, is the massive catalyst to all of that tonight. He's learned from that campaign, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Right, that is it for Matchday Live. As Alex said earlier on, there'll be a match reaction from me on YouTube. That'll be up in about half an hour's time. And of course, there will be a Patreon from Alex and Billy. We do extra stuff over there on Patreon. It really does help the channel as well. They do match reactions, there's history, legends, transfer shows, all sorts on there away from the camera. And the link for Patreon is pinned down in the description, guys. So if you want more content away from the camera, that is where you need to go. But thank you so much tonight, everybody. Brilliant night for everybody. Thank you for your super chats and memberships. Mods, Billy and Alex, thank you so much. And of course, you guys out there, thank you for spending the match with us. It's a fantastic win. We are back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock with the match review. There'll probably be a news show at some point as well because, well, let's face it, there'll probably be news. So keep your eye open for that. But in the meantime, guys, enjoy the rest of your night. We have one foot in the door of Wembley Stadium for another Carabao Cup final. It finishes Arsenal 0, Newcastle United 2. Good night.
Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, bring me silverware.
Come back and check out the green.